Hey guys, let me take a minute to talk to you about our new sponsors, Polysleep. Head over to polysleep.ca and check out their amazing assortment of mattresses and luxurious pillows. Polysleep is a 100% local Quebec-based company. They don't get their stuff from overseas and build them here. They do everything locally because they hate foreigners. Head over to polysleep.ca, use the promo code Pantelis25 and get yourself 25% off anything on the website. These guys are pretty cool. It's all online. They don't have local stores. They deliver it to your house. And their foamy mattresses have this antimicrobial foam to fight germs. I don't know about this. They informed me that after a certain amount of time of you sleeping on your bed, like 10 years, it gains 20 pounds in weight from all these germs and dead skin. It is disgusting, all right? So you get yourself a good mattress from polysleep.ca. Plus, they're supporting the show, so you know they're cool. And they have a sense of humor because they're letting me talk about it. And they have celebrity endorsements. Myself, Mike Ward, both Homer and O.J. Simpson. These are deals to die and or kill for. Pantelis25 is the promo code. Head over to Polysleep. Help out our homies. They'll help us out, and we'll keep making cool-ass podcasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Morning Show. I'm your producer, Poseidon, and I don't know if you can all tell, but the curls are back due to an exorbitant amount of complaints yesterday. You guys didn't like my side part. They didn't like my side part, guys.
I have no words. I have a 0 part, so it doesn't really matter to me.
We got, of course, we got the co-host, Mr. Palife. The only side part you have is
Here.
Yeah, there you go, on the beard.
I have a back part too, but I don't want to take my pants off.
Oh yeah, that's a very big side part we all know about.
I don't know anything. I don't know you know, but I don't know anything.
Jiggity, George Chandrizo
Yes.
from the Backstage podcast.
So I would just like to say, don't forget, all the good stuff is happening over at patreon.com/Pantelis. That's where it's at. Also, for exclusive content, chances to win shirts, and also have my show, In Bed with Poseidon, with my lovely co-host, Annabelle. It's exclusive to Patreon. So you gotta sign up to get the goods. You gotta sign up to get the goods. Otherwise, you don't get the goods, as they say. What else?
I don't know.
Yes. Fill my hole. Speaking of crevices and side parts, Phil likes to fill intellectual holes that are parted sideways.
How did you get this responsibility in his absence instead of me? How?
And apart from having a podcast, you also do commercials, isn't that right?
I do commercials. That's Pantelis.
Commercials.
Yes, I do. I make commercials and videos for all kinds of individuals.
Yes, and movies.
And movies. Not those type of movies.
I wish it was those kinds of movies, bro. I'd be in the studio every day, bro.
You are in the studio anyways.
And of course we have Mr. George Chandrizos, the man of the hour, the man himself, the man with all the news in the world, and probably all the knowledge at this point. I don't even know, like, I just listen to whatever George says.
You're in trouble.
Yeah. That's what the Communist Party said to do. You listen to George.
Mr. George Chandrizos over here, he has the Backstage podcast where he gets together with other politicians and talks about political stuff that I wouldn't understand, but maybe people who aren't into politics would understand. And of course, he has the Just As Dads podcast where he gets together with other fathers and talks about numerous father-related stuff.
Yeah, we got an amazing episode coming out at noon. Special guest.
Oh, really?
Can't say who.
Oh.
Someone very close.
Very nice.
Is it your own father?
No, it's not my own father.
It's not your own father.
That would be funny though. You bring up our dad.
I've been considering bringing my dad to my podcast. I think it would be the most cringeworthy hour of anyone's life.
I think
Because me and my dad, really, I don't know. Me and my dad aren't like we don't sit down and chat.
Mm-hmm.
Like we nod at each other like cavemen. Yeah, good. Kids alive. Kids alive.
Funny.
You? Yeah, alive. Yeah, good. Mom. You know, that's it.
Yeah, because your dad isn't that talkative either.
No,
But,
he's not. He's not.
The good thing is that your dad speaks and understands English very well.
I mean, yeah.
I would have to do my. No, he does. I would have to do
Yeah,
my
yeah.
episode in Greek because
No,
actually,
you do it in English. You force
okay,
it in English.
or said
So,
in English.
I come to this country for 1971. Well, I don't know when he came, but
Yeah,
whatever. And
60
I come here with $5. I sleep on the bus and I work
in the bus, bro. They
in the
had
bus. My
reserved the
grandfather
back
actually
seat.
slept on the bus.
Oh
Oh
shit.
yeah.
When he first arrived. He lived on a bus for like 3-4 days until he could find his cousins.
Oh my
Couldn't find
god.
his way around. He spoke no English.
But wait, hold on.
Great.
How would he sleep on the
What do you
bus if the bus stopped running at some point?
No, he would sleep on an overnight bus, like I don't know which line it was then, but he would just stay in the back of the bus and ride it till the morning.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was just trying to find his way home, I guess. It's like that dog movie. What's that movie?
Lassie.
No, the other one.
Not Lassie.
With
The
the-
one where the dogs are trying to get home.
The
And
hobo
they talk.
thing.
No.
Friendly
George
hobo.
is too old and Poseidon's too young. The Journey Home, I think it's
Let me
called.
Google it.
I don't remember. If anyone remembers in the chat,
Movie
let us know.
about dogs.
George, what kind of news have we got today?
trying to get home.
This should be interesting. He
A
gets
Dog's
only
Way
porn.
Home.
No, that's not it.
Poseidon, the researcher.
Well, that's literally
Research cited.
the one that pops up.
You found it?
Well, all right. Apart from that, what do you have in the news, Mr. George?
Yeah. All right. So he has no idea. All right. So a couple of news today, guys. Just this morning, as I was preparing, I saw that Canada, Health Canada, approved the AstraZeneca vaccine. So that we're waiting for that one since late last year, I think. So finally, it's approved. Canada should be expecting, I think, up to 20 million doses. There are a couple differences, and Phil here is the expert, so he'll basically be able to clear this up for us. Basically, it has a much less efficiency. Of course, you are. It has a much less efficiency than the other one, so it's 62% efficient compared to the, I think, 96 or over that the other ones have. There is a difference, especially in the refrigeration, so it doesn't require high temperatures, just like the ones from Pfizer and Moderna.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Homeward Bound. That's what it's called.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, okay, go on.
The littlest hobo, friendliest hobo, whatever.
I don't know. You said some fucked up shit. Go on.
Whatever it is. All right. So there's a big difference with respect to the refrigeration. So this one could be just refrigerated normally. So it could be transported to people's houses rather than having people to necessarily go to the vaccine locations, because that's the only place where they can keep them. It's not an mRNA like the other ones. It used conventional viral vector load vaccine technology. So, I mean, it's obviously it's your conventional vaccine like we've known them so far.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, they introduce the part of the virus, no, inside you.
I don't think so. I don't think the AstraZeneca vaccine isn't that the one with the
virus has been
adenovirus,
DMing me for a long time, asking for me to get inside it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why they put chimpanzee blood in it, huh?
yeah,
That's what
I got many
AstraZeneca
DMs.
is, by the way.
at COVID-19 says get inside me, or I'll get inside you. Pick one.
What'd you pick?
It's none of your goddamn business, Phil.
Attaboy. So, George, this vaccine is carried by chimpanzee adenovirus.
Nice. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's how they did it with the measles virus in I Am Legend.
He's trying to say that we're
Say.
fucked, George.
So
I don't know. I'm
Canada
not sure. I'm just fucking around.
Basically, Canada has secured 20 million doses. There may, however, be problems with its distribution coming in from Europe. There seems to be some conflict over there. Of course, Ottawa reassures that there will be no problem, that we will get those vaccines. Also, I don't know if you guys remember a couple of weeks ago when we spoke about Canada having to resort to the COVAX program. If you guys remember that program that Canada, as well as other richer nations, had funded in order to help the poor nations.
We robbed them.
And Canada said, "Well, fuck these guys. We'll take the vaccines for ourselves." Which, of course, they had the rights to. But I mean, out of principle, you shouldn't.
Fuck that. Take it. Fuck principle.
Yeah. So there are 2 million doses coming from that program as well. So we'll see when those should be arriving. And that's it. So more good news in terms of the vaccines. Let's just go quickly because I had it at the end, but I want to talk about this now because it's something really crazy happening. And we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago. Canada has imposed, for everyone that doesn't know, Canada has imposed the forced quarantine for returning travelers You do a test, and then you're forced to stay 3 days in a hotel. While you
Refuse the
wait for
test.
resort. If your results are negative, you leave. You go home. If they're positive, you remain for up to 14 days in some designated hotels that the government has selected. And you're paying
Just
them from your
refuse the
pocket.
test.
They're not hotels. They're rapecations.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
exactly what I was going to talk about, because there is some huge issues coming out of these locations where women are being sexually abused.
What?
Yes.
I mean, there's only one. There's only one, George. Don't blow it out of proportion.
There are 2 cases.
Oh, what?
Well, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So there's one in Montreal,
Sorry,
happened in Montreal, where some guy just barged into a girl's room, started touching himself while he was undressing himself. The girl, she's like, I called security right away. They took forever to come up.
Then they started jerking off.
Yeah, Louis C.K. wouldn't leave the room.
So yeah, and then another case was in Oakville, Ontario, and this is even more disturbing because this is a man.
The Laval of Toronto.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
This is a man that was hired by Canada's Federal Health Agency to work as a security guard, and he was called to check in on one of these locations, to check in on the quarantine compliance. So he goes into a room where apparently something was going on, or they weren't sure. So he walked into the room. Apparently something wasn't right in terms of the compliance, and he fined the woman. The woman refused it. She didn't know what the hell the guy was talking about. He got mad and he raped her.
Whoa, hold on, George. There's a few steps there that you missed. You just grazed over. So I understand correctly.
Are you saying
in the government COVID facility in Ontario, you said a woman was asked to perform certain tests?
Yes.
No, the guard was called in to go check. I mean, I don't know exactly how it works.
Okay.
From what I understand, he was called upon to check on the quarantine compliance check. So he walks into this room.
Also,
okay. Yeah, so he fined a woman. Of course, we don't know the details. I mean, I don't know on what grounds he fined her. She thought it was a bogus fine. She refused it, and he sexually assaulted her.
Are you saying, George? Are you saying that in Canada in the 21st century,
if we refuse fines, we're getting raped?
We get raped? This is the justice system? I love it. Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Look at Poseidon already refusing fines in advance.
I just sent Poseidon something ridiculous.
I protest all future fines I may receive. That's fucking crazy. This is disgusting.
Sir. Yeah, I understand.
Hey, George, when can we all get together and have like a couple of class action lawsuits against the provincial government for this curfew, against the federal government for raping us?
Well, provincial government. Oh well, the curfew. Yeah, look, we're talking about specifically this issue with the hotel. So Ottawa says that they're investigating the allegations. Opposition is calling for an immediate suspension and to go back to the drawing board because it makes absolutely no sense. So yeah, and there's also another story. I think it was my wife telling me this. This is out of Ontario, where
she was just like, George, you got to clean the closets out.
No. He walked in, no mask, nothing, and he's like, "You can't you can't do shit. I'm in my rights." And he's yelling now, "Don't give in to these people." Blah blah blah.
Oh, the guy with the neck tattoo.
I'm not sure.
Wait, are you talking about Canadian Tire?
No. This is at the airport.
That was another instance.
He comes.
Oh. He's talking about the guy who everyone's sharing.
Oh yeah. The only thing I didn't like about that guy is that he's yelling, but he's 100% right. Yeah, fuck you. People.
Why is he yelling?
He arrived at the airport. He refused everything, and at the end of the day, they just gave him a fine, and he walked out.
Yeah, and he's gonna protest the fine, and he that's what I said. Just say no.
He even got a fine.
Yeah, just say no, take the fine, and then contest the fine. It's not binding.
I would really love to speak to someone who specializes in this type of law. Like, I don't know what kind of lawyer that would be.
What do you mean, specialized in what law? Quarantine law?
There was an article actually a couple of weeks ago, and I brought up on the show where there were a bunch of people that had contested those $1,500 tickets that were given for the curfew, and they were all rejected. So apparently, it stands. You know, the government's regulation seems to be.
Yeah, but what did they reject it on? Like, what was the grounds that they rejected it on?
On what grounds?
I don't know. But when the majority of these tickets are rejected, it probably means that, doesn't probably mean, it means that they are taking into consideration the government regulations over
Rejected? What do you mean rejected? The contestation was rejected, or the ticket
Exactly.
was rejected?
No. The contestation was
So just to be clear, they came and they said we contest this ticket, and they're like, no, you got to pay it anyways.
exactly.
Okay.
But that's not how this works, no? Isn't the process supposed to be that you go to
I
court?
don't know, because we were asking that question since the very beginning. We were wondering what takes precedence. Is it the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, or is it the government regulations?
Because as far as I know, my rights don't end where your stupidity begins.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? That's not how this works.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So
unless your stupidity is the guy writing the laws.
Yeah, no, this is all very suspect. Yeah, I think they just need a good lawyer.
Let's move on, guys. Very, very brief little news, and then we're gonna get to one that I think is gonna
fire us up.
Oh yeah.
Are you talking about Biden bombing Syria?
No, I was gonna talk about that now. That's not gonna fire anyone up, because we're back to normalcy here.
We're back to normal.
The U.S. bombing foreign territories. No, there was a U.S. airstrike yesterday. So yeah, guys, only 5 months in office. That's all it took.
Because all you racists that hated the previous guy because his skin tone was orange and didn't fit your version of normal, now you're bombing innocent brown kids. Racists. Carry on, George.
Look, in their defense, the strike. Look, first of all, the strike happened in eastern Syria. It was against Iranian-backed militia. Apparently, it was in retaliation to a deadly attack that happened on a location housing U.S. personnel in Iraq earlier this month. So basically, look. Well, yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, they're attacking your forces. If I were in his shoes, I would probably consider the same. You don't fuck around with my.
Your forces shouldn't be there. But also, wasn't Joe Biden and Kamala saying, what's the deal with Trump being so mean to Iran? They're friends. They would never hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A month and a half later, we gotta bomb these motherfuckers. Come on, guys. It's a circus. Just admit it. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You got duped. You got tricked. You voted for that same fucking system again. It happened. Deal with it. Grow up.
Here's the interesting thing for me, because if you guys remember, Donald Trump had pulled out of the agreement that Obama had made with Iran on the nuclear talks, right?
Just pay them a lot of money.
So what's happening now is that, and it's weird because the strike comes at a very strange time where Biden is attempting to reopen diplomatic talks with Iran. Biden has already agreed to a European-led talk about Iran's nuclear program. But for now, Iran refuses to include the U.S. in any possible agreement. So a lot of them are thinking, this is a weird kind of coincidence when all these other nations are trying to arrange an agreement. Suddenly, the U.S. is kind of maybe twisting their arm by bombing them. We don't know how valid that story is. I'm still sticking to what I read with respect to them retaliating for an attack on the U.S. On U.S. military personnel.
It's good that you're doing that, because when has the mainstream media lied to us?
Never.
They've never lied to us into a war.
Look, the U.S. officials, they came out and said the strike was a message to Iran that it cannot improve its leverage in any talks by attacking U.S. interests. Also, the attack comes at a strange time where Biden has clearly indicated that his focus is on shifting away from the Middle East onto Asia. So it's like.
So he wants to bomb Asia now?
I'm not sure if he wants to bomb Asia. I think he has a much bigger interest in looking at what's going on, probably with China. When you're talking about Asia, I mean, it's the only threat over there. However,
North Korea is a threat.
Well, yeah, that too. But now they're friends, right? I mean, they signed. Yeah. Anyway, so the airstrike also seems to have this, and this is the other interesting thing. It seems to have been welcomed by Republicans. So they went to, they called it, quote, it was a targeted, proportional, and necessary strike. So he doesn't seem to be getting much opposition about this move, but that doesn't really surprise me. I mean, when it comes to military intervention, the Americans are very patriotic. They usually come together when it comes to things like this. So there you have it, folks.
Most general Americans don't want to be at war. They don't want to be bombing. They don't want their children to be dying over there. This is horseshit media that's telling you this is the patriotic thing to do. Most Americans do not want their kids over there.
No, I'm talking about the political class.
Yeah, well, the political class, the ruling class, is full of shit. We know this. Of course they want war. If it's not their kids, they don't give a shit.
Yeah. Who was it? Was it Michael Moore in his documentary that was in front of Capitol Hill asking the senators or Representatives if their kids were gonna be sent to Iraq, or where was it? Do you remember that?
I remember him at the drive-through asking for a Happy Meal.
He had
I'm like,
he had
sure,
a
you've
bunch
had
of
enough.
forms. He had a bunch of forms to sign up to the army, and he was asking the government, the politicians, to sign up their children
Yeah.
to send to war. Anyway, let's talk about something that I sent you guys yesterday. A little bit problematic, in my opinion. Big news coming out of Hasbro, the famous toy company,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
decided that Mr. Potato Head will no longer be Mr. Potato Head. They're going for a more gender neutral branding. They will be calling it from now on
Potato Head.
the Potato Family. All right. So
Okay.
they announced
that
that yesterday. They're not stopping the potato. They're
what?
going to continue. It's a very popular toy, but they're taking a more gender neutral approach in order to promote gender equality.
But
and
how is a
inclusion.
family gender neutral? That's a group of things.
So
It's
here's
not
the
one
thing, George. I'm going to stop you. You fell for the same trap. It's very rare that I'll take this position on news like this, but I'm going to do it this time.
Yeah.
Hasbro, thumbs up. Hasbro was fucking smart.
What'd
They
do?
realized that eventually the woke brigade would come for them.
Okay.
So what they did is, in the interest of representing the entire line, they're rebranding the line to Potato Head Family. But Mr. Potato Head, Mrs. Potato
Still
Head, Baby
exists.
Potato Head, Crackhead Uncle Potato Head,
Yeah,
it's still
they're
going to
all-
be around.
Oh, okay. So then what's the
You
problem?
fell for the headline.
Yeah.
You fell for the sensationalist headline.
Yeah, what's the problem with that?
No.
There's nothing wrong with what they did, honestly.
Removing Mr. Potato Head, and they're calling it Potato Family. That's what I said. But the potatoes, yeah, you're
But
gonna
they're
be
not
able.
removing Mr. Potato Head. Mr.
No,
Potato Head exists.
No, it's the branding. I said they're going for
Oh.
a neutral, gender neutral branding. So the
Who
potatoes
gives
are
a fucking potato? Who gives a shit?
No, but
But
this
they're
is
not saying they're doing it
Okay.
for gender neutral reasons. They're saying they're doing it to reflect on the whole lineup.
no.
but
The,
it's smart because-
the quote that I saw was to promote gender equality and inclusion. So
But they're still a nuclear family. It's Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head and their spuds.
I
Dude,
just don't understand, man.
Well-
I mean,
well-
do we really have to go down this road? I mean, look, it's a fucking potato. You
why are
want
we
to dress
talking
it up
about
as a
Mr.
girl?
Potato Head?
Call it Mrs. Potato Head. You want to dress it up as a kid? Call it Kid Potato. Whatever it is. What does it bother you? The initial branding was Mr. Potato Head because there was one potato. Is it
Yeah.
a problem? Is it a fucking problem? Buy the toy and dress it up how you want. That's the whole point.
Before I whip potatoes at everybody's head, why are we even talking about fucking Mr. Potato Head on this goddamn news
We're
program?
fighting about
when
it,
when
too. That's what
Biden's remember Biden's candidate? Remember that medical? Who was that fucking candidate that you guys were making fun of? And then I tried to defend her, and then you guys said no, it's an asshole. And then I read that it is an asshole. The trans medical. Who the fuck is that?
Oh yeah,
Oh, health
wasn't that
secretary.
the trans person that?
Yeah,
Biden
apparently
chose?
yesterday they were talking about how they want to move forward with children reassignment surgery, mutilating their genitals, giving them hormone blockers. So that, if you're worried about fucking crazy progressives or whatever doing crazy shit, that should be something that you're protesting or you're against is
Agreed.
fucking giving kids
Agreed.
hormone blockers and shit like that and cutting their fucking dicks off to children. Minors. That should be a problem. Not Mr. and Mrs. fucking Potato Head. Who gives a shit what they call them?
Agreed.
But-
That was the whole point of what I was saying.
Yeah, but look, it falls within this wave that we're in where everything needs to be perfect, where you can't offend anyone. And by the way, you're not offending. I just don't see how this is offensive to the point where they can't just make a stand and say, this is our product, fucking live with it. You know what I mean?
Me too.
I hope no one's offended.
This one's better though.
Oh wait, there's a Chinese version too, huh?
Well,
Show me.
where you just disappear in the middle of the
bad.
night.
It's gonna be
It's the Chinese version. Your finger and the rest of your body just disappears overnight.
It's the pinky finger.
Yes,
Mr.
that's why I'm
Baptist.
surprised. It feels weird. Like on the same day, I saw it a lot that Mr. Potato Head was in the news. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, who gives a shit? It's a toy. Call it whatever the fuck. Call it Tato Head. I don't give a fuck. It's not a real thing. Who gives a shit? And then when I saw this, I think it was Rand Paul that was asking the question. They go, why are you okay with minors taking that decision? And by minors, I don't mean people mining. I mean young people that are not of age of consent. To mutilate themselves, hormone blockers, all that, when they're not mature enough to make these decisions. Let adults do whatever they want. But why would you fuck over a kid? It causes irreversible damage, And people are cool with that. It's not getting as much fucking flack as Mr. Potato Head. We live in a crazy society. Who gives a shit about Mr. Potato Head?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. I just thought it was important to bring it up because for the last week or so we've been talking about all these things happening, with freedom of speech, and we're talking about the academic liberties. We're just into this wave where everyone gets offended, and we give in, right?
Yep.
And I don't know, man. Look, you guys don't have kids yet, except for Phil, and I don't know about Phil, but I constantly think about what society my kids are going to be living in. And this bothers me, man. It fucking bothers me, man.
I think about it from two different angles. One, what have I done by bringing them into this chaos?
Yeah.
And two, this is like the narcissistic, egomaniacal part of me is like, maybe my children will save us all. Maybe they're the ones who will fight the good fight. Probably not.
I think that's how we got ourselves into this mess. Everyone's just expecting someone else to carry the baton.
But I can't carry
That's
the
why
baton.
I've been pulling up both fingers for years.
Hey.
But honestly, guys, no jokes. In the current climate, the three of us and Poseidon, the four of us, cannot do very much. Why does this Asian man hate me so much? Where is he? On this side? Is that what? Go away.
That's hilarious. Wait. Hold on. Why can't we do much, Philly?
Because we're the villain in this story, according to the narrative of this culture.
Am I the villain?
I'm not saying we are. I'm just saying to the people who we would be fighting, we're perceived as the straight white male villains.
All
I mean, it doesn't matter that Poseidon sucked a few dicks in college. I mean, he wasn't in college. He just went to a college to suck some dicks, but
While he was in
that's
high
not
school.
enough.
In college, it was my dick that was sucked.
So I don't know.
Good save. Good save.
It wasn't a good. Phil, I don't know how that turned into the gays are the enemy. That was a weird segue.
Yeah.
What?
That wasn't.
No, the opposite.
What do you mean?
I mean, because we're straight white men, but even if one of
Well,
us is
you're
slightly
white.
bisexual,
I'm still Greek. And I
not
don't
saying
mind
how
you.
you
You can be white. I don't
self-identify.
mind
Don't
that
get
either.
that.
I don't mind anything. I don't mind your skin color, your culture. I don't mind any of that. What I do mind is you being a fucking psychopath and wanting to cut kids' dicks off. That's where I draw the line. Yeah.
I feel like we're saying the same thing from different sides of the argument.
Yeah. Oh, Spiro says that he walked in front of Poseidon many times doing that. Do I look like a villain? Olga says I look like a villain. All right, I'll take it. I like it.
You definitely have villain vibes.
Say hello to the bad guy.
Chonea Pakai.
I don't mind. By the way,
Everybody
I
just
noticed a
went
lot.
into it.
I noticed a lot of tweets from like the Young Turks. Cenk Uygur and the fake Armenian that he has on there. That she's compliant with him refusing to acknowledge the genocide of our own people. And you know how they were tweeting the genocide of their own people. Yeah, how they were tweeting first about how we got to get rid of Trump because wars and just shit that he never did. And then now they're all mad at Biden. They're like, "What's this? This guy in a month he's fucking bombing people and he's not giving people the money that he promised." Yeah, everything that you were warned about before. You know what I mean? Everything that you pushed, scared people into doing something stupid that just ended up fucking Americans over. You pieces of garbage. At least we stayed 100 the whole time. I'm very honest. I appreciate
Keep it
it.
100.
Anyway, let's move on. Just a little update because a couple of weeks ago, remember we spoke about the World Cup in Canada, U.S., Mexico, the shared whatever it's called, 2026, and I had told you that Quebec had pulled out of the funding for Montreal to be considered a host city. It was a whole thing. Like, how could you do that? Like, I mean, it's a sporting event that will attract millions of people. But there's some new information that came out before yesterday that we didn't have in the beginning when we said the news, which are a little interesting, and I just wanted to share it with you. Basically, first of all, Canada or Ottawa has refused to come in and replace the funding that Quebec is refusing to take on. So they've closed the door. So it's Quebec or nothing. What we didn't know is that the $50 million that Quebec was initially supposed to fund Montreal with, well, it suddenly went from 50 to 100 million. So maybe that's something that they're considering. I mean, it jumped by half. The other detail we didn't know is that FIFA requires that the host cities cancel every other sporting event during that same time, and it also imposes other cultural events as well to be canceled. Now,
really?
Yeah. So we didn't know that back when we first spoke about this, but I mean, Montreal is obviously well known for its summer festivals, its cultural scene, and all these events happening during the summer season. And it starts as early as May, and it goes all the way until end of September, early October. I don't know. Is it worth Quebec canceling everything during that period just to accommodate a soccer tournament?
What period is this?
I don't know. When is that was my next question. I think it's in. Is it in August? Pantelis, July, August. When is the World Cup?
The World Cup in June. Starts in June.
It's in June.
Ends in July.
Right at the beginning of our festival season, and that would, I mean, most of the festivals that happen between June and July, I think Just for Laughs is later, right, Pete?
Yeah.
So it's almost, it's like Francophonie,
Jazz
it's
Fest.
Afro, Jazz Fest, all that
But what's the
stuff.
problem? They're not even at the same location. All the stuff you guys just named are downtown, and this would be at the
Yeah, but
Olympic Stadium.
Yeah, but FIFA.
Yeah, but
says-
FIFA imposes that these be cancelled if you host.
Oh, is that
That's
what
what he's
FIFA
saying.
imposes?
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I say to anybody who tries to impose shit on me? Go fuck yourself. Oh, sorry. Go FIFA yourself. I'm sorry.
No, because I brought this up because we're very objective over here, guys. So in the beginning we were criticizing Quebec for backing out of a potentially huge event that
I don't know
could
if I'm
bring in.
objective. I have very strong leanings.
Well, the money, but now that we have this information, maybe Quebec is doing the right thing. I don't know. I mean, what weighs more? An international soccer festival that may never ever occur again and that could bring whatever a couple million people, or your entire summer festival season. You
Well,
know?
Poseidon weighs more than both those combined, so we should have him celebrating our festivities this summer. No, I don't. What I don't agree with is them imposing any of the rules on our country. That I don't like. You can't have other cultural. Get the fuck out of here. Then we don't. What does it change? The people that are
Look,
going to
from
go
what I
watch
read-
soccer
look,
games are
from-
going to go watch soccer games.
Look, from what I read, they the one thing that they're adamant about is sporting events. When it comes to other cultural events or festival events, it says they impose limits. Now, does that mean that they want everything to be canceled? Does it mean that in a specific radius from where the soccer event is hosted? Like, I don't know those details. So let's not jump to conclusions and to assume that all the festivals between June and July are going to be canceled. We don't know. I don't know the details, but still, it doesn't make sense. I mean,
I don't
It's
like
weird.
foreign
Pretty
powers
strange.
dictating
your
what we're
FIFA,
going to do.
your FIFA, you have a huge tournament happening in a city that every summer attracts millions of people to their to their city for whatever, a variety of other festivities and events. Wouldn't that be in your favor to promote your event within everything else happening? And
Seems
try
like
to-
it would make sense, and then all those people could also go to other stuff because there's not soccer games all day. I
exactly.
mean, some days there are, but they're off days, right? Especially at the end when you're in the semifinals, they can go fucking get high, listen to some jazz, then come back and be like, "Yeah,
Yeah, but I can assume that aside from the soccer games themselves, there's probably other stuff happening, around the
I'm sure, yeah."
They have shops, they have all these activities.
I realized something
related
just as
things.
you continue talking just now, George. I don't care about this story anymore. I've checked out.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know what
it's fine.
happened. I'm sorry.
It was just
We'll
a
move on to
small
something
little
else.
update. Just a small little update to say that maybe Quebec isn't in the wrong here.
They might
I
not
don't-
be.
you don't know.
If Quebec said no because of that, I'm with Quebec.
Yeah.
Fuck
But they'll
that
never
shit. You're not
tell
going
us
to
the
tell me
truth,
what I
is
can and can't. Get the fuck out of here. You rented your spot. You have the Olympic Stadium. You could do your thing. You're not going to decide what goes on in the rest of the city. You cocksuckers. Get out of here.
I love his perpetual adolescence. It's amazing. He'll
Mine?
fight the power till he's 100 years old. Yeah.
But that's not an adolescent thing. Adolescence, it's just they.
No, it isn't only, but it also kind of is, right?
Yeah.
I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it as a compliment.
Thank you. No,
You're welcome.
it's just because I'm very scared. I feel like if
You,
you
Olga.
give in, to any dictator or anyone, if you give in and let them
Of course.
take away your rights, it's a slippery slope. So that's why I fight for mine and everyone else's rights. Same thing with freedom of speech. It's absolute. It's not just for me to say what I want. It's for you to say what you want. It's for people to criticize me. It's tell me to go fuck myself. That's good. We need that.
If I have the right to something, if I have the right to do something and you want to change that, I mean, come and get it.
Yeah.
It's that simple. I'm not going to just give it.
Yeah, that's what we
Yeah.
need.
Let's move on.
Alone, love it.
Because something interesting is happening in Australia. I don't know if you guys followed at all the last couple of weeks what's happening with Facebook in
Oh, yeah,
Australia.
yeah.
Where
Yeah,
Australia was planning to present legislation on taxing or making, Facebook and Google pay for whatever content, especially news content, they put on their platforms and to
I don't
retaliate.
understand that. Do you?
Yes, I'll explain to you. I mean, I'm not an expert,
Because I really don't get it.
That's
So,
why we have George, bro. We got George here. Come on, George, give it to us straight.
To retaliate, Facebook said, okay, if that's how you are, I'm putting a ban on everything that has to do with news. They won't be able to post, share, or do anything like that on Facebook. It was the whole thing. They got criticism. They got criticized from all over the world. You know what was going on in Australia. Finally, Australia stuck to their guns. They passed the legislation, and now Facebook and Google are forced to pay the publishers in order to share these news on their platforms, because what was happening is that these guys took news from whatever news source, whether, let's say, for example, in Canada you have CBC, you have CTV, you have all these news platforms, and
in Australia you have the Wallaby Weekly.
So no, but they take these news, they put them on their platform, and they totally take advantage of ad revenues, because obviously they're much bigger than the Journal de Montréal or La Presse or whatever, right? So just last year alone in Australia, Google made over $180 billion in ad revenue.
Fuck, man.
But Google is a search engine.
Well, no, I mean, they had.
They run ads. Google runs ads.
No, I know. So is that where they're saying you need to pay to play, or is it in the actual search results?
No. So Google Ads, Google Ads runs ads on YouTube, on just regular Google searches, even Facebook Ads is also integrated. It's the same stuff in the back end. It's the same people that make money.
Right.
Basically, it's all in an instant. They're selling your ads for how much people want to bid.
I understand how ads work. I sell them.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, exactly. The percentage that they're paying, right? A good portion of it goes to Google, not the person who's let's say they're advertising on his video. Let's say like me, for example, right? If I get 5 cents per video, sometimes these cocksuckers might be getting 10. They might be even getting more than me, and it's my video.
But is that what the argument is about? Because as far as my understanding of it, that's not what's at play here, unless I'm very wrong.
This was much more concentrated on news, on the different publishers and the news providers whose content goes out on these platforms. They're not being paid for it. They lose revenue to these giants,
and they're being monetized.
Of course, and don't forget that these we're going to look at Canada, because there's an interest here in Canada specifically, because Facebook. We'll take Facebook for example. Forget Google for now. Facebook they pay zero fucking taxes in Canada. Meanwhile, they drain all the ad revenue away from all these big news publishers
and the small guys.
Exactly. Yeah, obviously. So the interesting thing about Canada is because they've been trying for over a year now to figure out some piece of legislation to tax these companies. We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, the minister responsible says that in the next couple of months they will be tabling a bill to tax these giants. So this is interesting, because what's happening in Australia could be used as an example. However, the minister says that no, we're going to have our own kind of unique model of taxation. What that will be, we don't know. I just hope that the little players don't get screwed over. You have these regional stations, regional papers. You have community papers that I worked with a lot that are getting destroyed. I mean, if La Presse, which is one of the biggest one in Quebec, had to be sold because they're not making any money, imagine the small little regional local or community guy, what he's going through, right? Yeah. So it'd be interesting.
Yeah, but George, think about it. It's not only, I mean, I understand the problem for La Presse, for example, right? But it's just a sign of changing times. If you can adapt, why are you calling the government to save you? Sure, maybe Google and Facebook should be taxed. That's a whole separate issue.
Yeah.
But why would I spend money so that 1,000 people can see my ad who I have no control over or any way to target at La Presse and just hope people read it, where I can specifically target my demographic through Google or Facebook?
No, I mean,
that's not the issue. Service. That's not the issue here.
Well, look, Pantelis, it's a good argument, because imagine having the people that had the horse carriages come out and say, "Hey, we don't like this new technology called the automobile."
No, that's not what. But that's not what they're arguing. They're not arguing. They're not arguing their stuff being put on the new platform. They're arguing their stuff being put on a new platform, monetized, and they're not getting that revenue. That's the big argument. It's not because it's not because they're on the new platform, right? It's not like me. I can't. It's not like, hey, Pantelis, of course you need technology to have a podcast, but if you start just stealing the podcast, charging for it, and not paying me if I'm making it, that's the problem. That's where the issue.
I mean, that's an IP issue. That's different. See, that's why I was saying,
not for them, because it's news.
The issue.
Because it's
The
news,
reason-
right? So what they're saying is,
Oh, like that.
and
Okay.
everyone's watching it.
It's specific. It's specific to the news
So,
publishers.
okay, hold on. Let me make this super like Poseidon friendly,
Yeah.
to use a term.
So look, let me explain.
I'm
to you.
Google, okay? I'm Google.
Yeah.
Let me see if I understand.
Yeah.
I'm
Hello,
Google,
Mr. Google.
and hello.
Please delete my
I
search
now
history, please.
share
Please delete
news
it.
from the Pantelis.
My search history,
Pantelis
please.
News
Please,
Network.
Mr. Google.
Yes.
That was a
Gone.
weird night. Please delete it.
Transsexual. What? Anyways.
God damn it, Google.
So
So yeah, you take the.
They
content,
look like
I take the
walruses,
news
okay?
from the Pantelis News Network,
Yeah.
and I push it out,
mean
and I
dolphins?
place my ads
Exactly.
alongside it.
Yeah.
Now I get all that money. What they're arguing is that he should also get some of that money.
Exactly.
I like it. Okay, that makes sense.
Exactly, because
Fair.
advertisers aren't going anymore to La Presse or the Journal de Montréal or even some TV stations or radio stations anymore. Why would?
Oh, okay, I understand. So
Where
they're pissed
are
off
these
that-
mattress
okay.
companies going to advertise now? That's just right here.
I don't know. Let's find out. Did you hear about their signature mattress?
We're going to talk about it later. I want George to finish his segment.
Okay, so so that's what's happening. I just brought it up because it's gonna be interesting the next couple of weeks or months to see how Canada handles it, because they're smack in the middle of this whole legislation process here in Canada. Let's move on to the next thing that I know is gonna fuel Pantelis. He's probably gonna leave the studio. I don't know what's gonna happen.
A large Tim Hortons coffee.
No. So here's what's happening. Let me just touch base a little bit on the vaccination rollout that started. Oh, actually, that's starting next week. But since yesterday, people have been able to book appointments. So from yesterday's opening of the platform, they registered close to 100,000 appointments for the vaccinations. Those are going to start next week. Good news. The government basically wants to deliver 12 million doses within the next 15 to 20 weeks. So that will bring us close to the deadline that the federal government is aiming around September. They have struck a deal with some big pharmacies to assist them in expanding the vaccination effort, which is a smart thing, I think. They're also concluding agreements with large employers, like in the manufacturing sectors and the import-export sectors, where they have thousands of employees, like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 employees, to offer in-house vaccination so that they can accommodate them as well. So all this is fine and dandy. And then during the press conference, the health minister drops a bomb, and he's like, we are also considering immunity passports.
Oh, don't fuck with me.
So this is something that they're considering, and they're thinking that this will help certain sectors open up sooner than we think if they can guarantee that the people going into, for example, a restaurant, the gym or whatever, have received their vaccination. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Could this bring forward potentially discriminatory effect?
Of course.
Why don't you just make the statement, George? It will.
It will.
We just became.
Oh my
became
god,
India.
you haven't gotten your
became India.
vaccine yet. Ew, what are you, homeless? Like, yeah, it's gonna
It's
cause
a
problems.
caste system.
Yeah.
It's a fucking caste system. No, the homeless will all be vaccinated. They'll be above us in the hierarchy. They're winning. Good for them.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hunted, bro.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're easy to catch.
Yeah, you're not very fast.
They let you run
wheeze
for
when you
20
run.
seconds and you just collapse.
I mean, look, the industries that they're looking to save with this is obviously the aerospace, the airliners that, they can't fly people, the restaurants, the gyms, like these industries that have suffered tremendously. I see where they're going with it. I completely disagree, the same way that I disagree with a stupid curfew. You cannot impose this on people. It
doesn't make sense.
Draconian.
It is wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong.
It's Drake-onian because it's Canada.
And also, that's very good, Phil. I appreciate that one.
Thank you.
But it's
Yeah.
it's also, what's messed up about this whole thing is that we know that there's still an entire, the population, the majority of the people that can handle getting the fucking virus, right?
We don't know who they are. That's always been the tricky part, right?
Well, we
I
kind
read
of know
an
who they
article.
are.
Actually, I didn't bring it
Based
up. but I
on
read an
who's not
article.
dying?
There's a
What'd you say?
risk.
No, hold on, George. 1 second. What'd you say?
We kind of know who they are based on who's not dying, who's claiming infection and recovering, based on who's getting infection and dying. There's a
Yeah, but
certain
there's always
demographic.
outliers, right?
Well, no, I mean now we have a year's worth of data.
Now, yeah, things are changing. I
Well,
understand what you're saying.
Look, the important data that we don't have is how effective the vaccine is in protecting you from getting the virus again.
Yeah.
And
Well, they're saying it is, but who knows?
There
but
was
how
an
could they
article
know,
I
Phil?
read. I don't know when it came out. Yesterday or before yesterday. I can't remember. There's a seniors residence where almost everyone has received the vaccination that have that just got active cases of the coronavirus again.
Fuck that.
So
Are they very ill?
I don't know. I don't know the details, and we don't know if they've received the second dose either. I'm
the
not
headline
sure.
read "Too ill to thrill," so maybe.
So this
I
is
think
this
that was a rap album.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So that's
Go ahead.
that's the information. That's the stats that we don't have. So I don't.
Actually, my mother called me this morning and she's like, "I'm gonna ask you because you seem to know more about it." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Should your grandparents get vaccinated?" I'm like, "Don't put that shit on me. I don't know. They're your parents. You decide. I'm not deciding.
I'm
Let them
not killing
decide.
my grandparents.
I'm not taking that kind of stress on top of my shoulders. No way. If they want to get vaccinated, they can get vaccinated. My grandfather's all for it. He's like, if I die, I die. He's like a Rocky Balboa character.
Well, why doesn't she ask them? Do you guys want the vaccination or not? So.
Sorry.
Dracky.
She asked him. My grandfather wants it. He's like, fuck it. If I die, I die. Basically, he's like, I'll get it. My grandmother's like, fuck that shit. Keep it away from me. So, I mean, she's very suspicious of the man.
Did you get the H1N1, Phil? You got it, right?
The virus or the vaccine?
The vaccine.
I got the virus.
Oh, I didn't remember. You got infected.
Because I worked the mass vaccination campaigns that year when I was at the CLSC.
You're
so
the
I caught
sickest person I know.
I mean, I get it all.
Yeah.
I get it all. I've had the hand, foot, mouth disease. I literally had every virus you can catch from another human being. It sucks.
Yeah,
Except for that one.
So far, knock on wood, I didn't get the H1N1. I didn't get none of that stuff.
I mean, you don't know that you didn't catch the H1N1. It doesn't affect everyone badly. For me, it wasn't much. I only know that it was that because they tested me because I was working in the healthcare system. But the year after I got the vaccine, I was like, fuck it, that.
Yeah, no, I didn't get any of those vaccines. I'm telling you, I did not get the H1N1. I never got it. I was fine.
Okay. I mean, that's good. But
the sickest I've been was last year when I thought I got the coronavirus.
Phil is a walking vaccine? Basically, yeah, I am, to some extent.
It's a
I'm filling all the holes and there's so many disgustingly lovely comments. I love it.
I don't know why, but last year I was convinced remember that week where I was convinced I had the Rona?
Yeah, that one I was sick too at the same time. Both
that was the sickest I've been in a very long time. So I don't know. Unless I had the Rona and the hospital just took my money and lied to me because they didn't know how to properly test me.
Dude, you never did a Rona test. You just did a bunch of other tests.
Yeah, blood tests. I'm telling you, they may have lied to me. I may have had the Rona and I didn't give it to anyone. I don't understand because I was very, very sick.
I'm telling you, man, the only reason I don't fully believe that they're just inflating cases is because of my own scientific experiments. I've been tested so many times. I've been sick a bunch of those times. Yeah. I've never come up positive. So it seems to me like everything's slightly on the up and up as far as testing goes. What do they want me to drink? I'm not drinking that.
Adrenochrome.
What is that?
Like your Ariana Huffington.
Oh, they want to drink your blood, Phil.
Yeah, it's getting fucking Nosferatu down there, eh?
Yeah, bro.
Remember Ariana Huffington?
We'll give it for the patrons. I'll make little vials.
Do you remember? You remember her from the Huffington Post, Mr. George?
She still exists.
You like her?
Yes.
I don't mind her.
I don't particularly like Ariana Huffington, who got divorced, still kept the name Huffington, and tries to convince people that she's not a Greek. No, this is typical American accent. It's not even a Greek accent. What the fuck is that? Where does she grow up in? Count Dracula's University? What the fuck kind of accent is that?
Fish rich Greek accent.
What is that? That when she talks, I was like, who? What Romanian castle did you grow up in? How do you speak English like that? That's not a Greek accent. Yeah.
I count my millions. 1, 2, I go fast.
That was it for the news, guys. I timed it perfectly right before I leave. So,
all right.
what's up with the mattress?
Hold on, before you go, George, we got some plugs to do.
I still have time. I just want to.
Yeah.
I don't know that mattress.
All right. Well, look, we're gonna. You know what? Let's go to the mattress first. Look, guys, if you don't know, our new sponsors who are proud to connect with Pantelis Comedy is Polysleep. Head over to polysleep.ca. They got you covered if you need a mattress and or luxury pillows. Their mattresses have this antimicrobial foam because they know that you're a disgusting, dirty bastards. Also, they inform me that your mattress gains weight like 10 pounds after a couple of years from all your dead skin, oils, and greases that you secrete into the mattress normally. That's why they got these antimicrobial foams, because you're all big fucking slugs. It is disgusting. I guess it's all of us. We just didn't know that we're adding weight to our mattresses. So head over there, use the promo code Pantelis25 to get yourself 25% site-wide. You get 25% off anything. You want pillows, you want mattresses, bam, you got it. Pantelis 25. There's also a direct link in the description. You can use that too. And then they don't even ask you for a promo code. They just apply the discount from how I understand it. But still, keep typing in Pantelis 25. It'll help you. So polysleep.ca, they're all local. They don't get their stuff from overseas and build it here. It's all made here because they hate foreigners. Polysleep.ca, they're supporting Pantelis comedy. You can support them. Pantelis 25 is the promo code to get 25% off. Now, we got Jiggity George Chadrizos, who is bouncing out. He is leaving. He's got important work to do. But before he goes, he needs you to understand that today at noon, as soon as this podcast is over, his new episode of Just Us Dads, a podcast by moms for dads, is coming up on YouTube and wherever podcasts are sold.
Yeah,
What?
There's a very special daddy on the show.
There's a very special daddy on the show. Rumor has it that famous podcaster from Fill My Hole, Phil Balabanos, will be a guest on Just Us Dads. Making it.
I will.
Is that him? Is he the special one? Or am I
I
wrong?
can finally come to the podcast.
Is it him or no? Is it him, George? Am I wrong?
He is the special guest.
Yeah, he is the special guest, yes. So you get to see how 3 gay men raise their children in modern society. It is very intriguing, interesting. You can only find it at that channel. Just Us Dads. Links in the description. Follow George. Also, Phil's got a new episode of Fill My Hole coming out this Sunday, 8 p.m. As soon as curfew hits in Quebec, Phil's dropping these goddamn podcasts. Head over to balabanos.com. Look at links in the description. Follow Phil. Phil's got podcasts. Phil's a filmmaker. Phil, right now, his schedule's a little busy, but he'll manage to squeeze you in if you are a business and need to make a really cool commercial. Phil, an acclaimed commercial maker, will make it for you at a discounted rate if you let him know that we sent you. Phil Balabanos and George, links in the description. Our producer here is Poseidon, the Poseidon69 on Twitter and Instagram. He's also spending a lot of time these days yelling at children on the internet while playing video games. Twitch.tv/theposeidon69 is where you're going to find him doing that. Thank you. All right. We will resume the
Take a
show.
breath, drink some water.
Get out of here. Get out of here, George. All right.
Bye, George.
Ciao, boys.
Yeah.
Ciao, ciao.
All right. That was good.
So,
That was good.
you weren't here when we started, but I let Poseidon know. I can't stay the whole show either. I gotta get that money.
I know you told me yesterday. I was very happy. Finally, sign, get your money, and then.
Oh, you answered. Okay, yeah. I didn't realize you got it. The message.
Yeah,
So I'll
did
stick
I
around
answer?
for a bit, and I'm gonna go.
I thought I answered. Yeah, good. This is a good thing for you. Just get it the fuck out of the way. Take these people's money.
It's. I have a great story if you want. Before I go.
Go. I had a good dream.
About the sale. Oh, tell me the dream first. I want the dream.
Okay, I don't know if it was a good
why am
dream.
I out of focus?
This is my
What
dream.
just happened?
You guys want to hear my
That was
dream?
weird.
You're back in.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go shoot.
But I must warn you, I fucking jammed my face with a lot of melatonin last night, so this dream is fucking weird. So I was in a parking lot downstairs underground. I assume it was like a movie theater parking lot, something like that. You know, like people going up to do stuff. And I'm trying to park, and in front of me, I see a guy trying to park his car, but you know when you're trying to just get it really, really to the edge, like he's really trying to park it.
Yeah.
And I guess he was close to someone in another car. I don't know. So they get out of the car and they're just talking. They're kind of arguing like, hey, look, it's kind of close, but they're not yelling at each other. It's not violent or anything. And then one of the guys, he's a black guy, and he's got like a cut-off shirt like that. He's telling the guy who in my dream looked, I don't know, maybe Arab. I'm trying to describe it how they looked. And he's telling the guy like, yeah, it's a little close, whatever. The black guy's calm. But then the Arab guy pulls out a gun and shoots him in the chest. So now I'm in the car, and like, you know, it's like fucking 12 feet away. I'm like, oh, fuck. You know, and I think Poseidon's in this with me. I don't know who the fuck's with. I think it was Poseidon that was with me. So then I just start reversing. I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. So I start reversing. Then another guy comes out and starts trying to shoot the guy. Like he's just an innocent bystander, pulls out a gun and tries to hit that guy. But he misses, and then he gets scared and starts running towards the back. So then I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm going to reverse all the way out of here of the way I came in. So I start reversing the car, and I'm reversing by looking at the screen in front of me. I'm looking at the screen. I'm not looking back, so I could look up and see the guy if he comes tries to shoot me. And then I see that if I go to the right, it's like the way I came in. But on the other side, on the left, is the guy that was just shooting. And I was like, fuck. Okay. So I go to the left to the guy because he's like crouched down, so I could put the car in front of him so that the other guy, if he passes by, doesn't see him and doesn't shoot him, you know? trying to protect this guy. The guy walks, sees us, whatever, and then leaves. And then this fucking wacky dream. Then the cops were trying to figure out like who done it, you know, and they were looking at but no one was coming. Like I'm like, well, my license is there. How come no one's asking me to, you know, I saw it happen. Like, you know, trying to change the story. Like I literally the guy
How do you
shot him
remember
over
all
nothing,
this?
dude. As soon as I woke up, I was taking a shower. I was going through the whole thing because I was starting to lose bits and pieces of it. I go keep this, so you could talk about it on the show. So anyway, so then what I remember was I voluntarily went to the cops and told them, yeah, I saw the whole thing. Like literally, like it was in front of me. The guy shot him. Yeah, and then they're like, well, now if you come out, then they're gonna try to kill you and your whole family, stuff like that. I don't remember the rest of it, but then I woke up. That's pretty cool.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
that is.
the dreams are
you gotta ease up on the fucking ZQL.
It was a lot of melatonin.
Why are you fucking taking melatonin? You can't just go to sleep?
No, my brain's always on. You think this entire business is operating on dreams, bro?
Yes. And the tears of young Romanian children.
Yeah, a lot of them. But no, because my brain doesn't shut off.
I've never tried melatonin. I've never tried it. My guest last week on Film I Hold, the doctor, when I was sick in December, when I was like fucked up for 2 weeks, he had suggested to me, he goes, take zinc, not for coronavirus, but to help yourself recover. Yeah. Zinc, vitamin D3, green tea, and melatonin.
I take all those things.
Just to sleep.
Oh, no, I take them all, yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I take vitamin D because there's no sun. But melatonin, I mean, nothing a little CBD can do that melatonin can. Like, same effect.
Well, me, it's when I smoke weed that I get weird dreams. Like, remember last time? I haven't smoked weed since that last dream I spoke to you about. Remember?
That you had to blow an android?
No.
That was weird.
Years ago. No, that an android blew me.
Whatever.
Anyways,
that's less weird, I think.
Yeah, and what was it? It was I think 2 weeks ago, and I didn't smoke weed ever since. It was basically a dream where I get a phone call and somebody needed my help, like a woman needed my help. And then I go, and it's like an apartment complex, and I go in, and I walk in, and I'm like, oh fuck, what do you need help with? Like, I'm here to help. This, that, and that. She's like, no.
Sounds like a bad porno.
Hold on. And then she goes, no. Actually, you know what? I called you here because you need to help yourself. I'm like,
oh yeah, you told me something stupid.
Yeah, something weird, bro. And I was like, okay, what the fuck? She's like, go check in that room. And then in the room, there's a body bag. And it's zipped up, and she goes, unzip the bag. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking, that's fucking weird. And then she like runs out with like a malicious laugh. Yeah. And then I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm here. And I unzip the body bag, and it's the body of a human being, but the head of a snake. Yes. And then as I open the body bag, the snake goes to attack me, and I whip out a knife and stab it in the head, and that's where the dream ends.
I thought he was going to say I whip out my dick and it blows me.
Yeah.
That's the true story. That's what really happened.
No, but I had, it was a weird, because I don't have dreams that often anymore.
Weird.
So it was a weird.
Because I've heard that melatonin can really fuck up your dream experience.
Oh, the first times I was doing it, dude, holy shit, I had some fucked up dreams. I was talking about them in the shows. Like I couldn't even remember most of them. They were so fucking crazy. I'd wake up and be like, what, is this real or was that real? Like, I didn't even know. But also, I take more than recommended.
I don't know.
They tell you take 2 gummies, and I'm fucking putting 15 in my mouth.
Jesus Christ, bro.
I'm like, all right, we're getting knocked out.
God damn.
No, I don't. That's something I don't want. My experience with cannabis, like CBD, is that if I do dream, I don't remember it, which is just fine with me. Like, I want to just sleep.
All my dreams are nightmares. I don't have to remember them. I feel them.
I live them.
Okay, that's dark. That's some dark shit.
It is. Okay, so tell me about your story.
I mean, it's not as good now. Forget it.
Oh, okay. Then
no,
It's not as interesting.
No, it's not. He doesn't want to destroy the show, Poseidon. Why would? What a shitty producer thing to say. If this is shit, it's gonna bring the show down. Just say it.
No. Yours was interesting. Poseidon's was twisted and dark. Mine is just. I mean, nah, I'm good. Either way, I gotta get going now. We gotta prepare for this meeting with the notary so we can sign and get that money.
All right, go get.
We're officially no longer homeowners. We're.
All right. Well, I'll see you when you're homeless.
Yeah, well, I'm not homeless. I'm renting till July, so.
And then after July, you are homeless.
Unless I find a house. And that's
You're gonna find a house. Have you spoken to my peoples?
I've spoken to all kinds of different peoples. Your peoples, my peoples, other peoples. And the general consensus right now is that the market is shit on the island.
Of course.
There's just nothing worth putting money into.
I'm
waiting for spring.
Bro, you're gonna have to take that hit and move to fucking Mirabel.
I'm not doing that. It's just not happening, man. I can't. My daughter's already registered for school right here. Like that would mean I would need to commute for at least a year all the way into Outremont.
Oh, you're making me. I got just. I felt weird when you said it.
Anyways,
like I was thinking of that daily commute.
Anyways, look at George. He's in the chat. He left, but he's just chilling watching.
Come to Brossard, man. That son of a bitch. George, fucking work. Fucking work, George.
I feel like
He's trying to steal people.
I'm desperate for company. All right, guys.
All
I
right.
will see you guys on Sunday at 8 p.m. In the hole. And then I'll be back for general nonsense next week.
All right, General Malfusins. Get out of here. Come on, Poseidon.
Malfusins.
Bring it over. We got a nice Friday chat. But, what? You have to fart? Who the fuck says that? Leave the room. You gonna fart? No. God damn it, Poseidon.
Just messing with
So here's the thing. Today is Friday. You know what that means?
TGIF.
WandaVision.
Oh, shit.
I will watch it tonight.
Yes.
I'm excited.
How is that show? You like it?
I like it a lot. Yeah.
Good.
I look forward to it. It's been a while. I haven't looked forward. I didn't have a show to look forward to.
Yeah?
I look forward to WandaVision.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Once it's gonna happen, it brings me back to the days of my youth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like comic book stuff. You know, I like that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
What?
No, I was never into comic books.
It's because you couldn't read. If you could read, you'd be into them.
I remember in high school, though, they had some explicit ones.
What?
In high school, they had some, like, not explicit, like, pornographic, like, violent.
Like the Japanese ones.
Yeah.
Or you're talking about maybe graphic novels, like Frank Miller stuff. Sin City.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Well, everything could be graphic. I don't even know why I entertained the thought with you. Now I'm angry. That's like saying, no, I used to, there was movies that were very graphic. Yeah, of course, anything. This is stupid. You'd bring me down a Poseidon rabbit hole. I want to fucking flip this fucking table. Don't make me kill you.
Okay.
I will do it.
Let's change it. What else in news? Oh, you guys were talking about the vaccine thing that they were talking about, like the vaccine passport.
Yeah.
In Israel, there was also talks about that. I had sent it to you.
They're doing that in Israel, but people are mad at Israel because Israel is giving a lot of money and they're helping vaccinate a lot of people in countries around them, except Palestine. Like they're helping other countries.
Oh shit! Yeah.
But they're not helping the Palestinians. So people are like, "You guys, this is fucking dirty now." Like, they're right there. And you're refusing to give them, so they're getting shit on for that. That's why they were in the news.
Yeah, yeah, but also because they were talking about this whole passport thing of like, if you don't get it,
they're doing that too. Greece is
travel.
talking about doing that too. Same thing.
Fuck. So, but why, man? Like,
we already talked about it. Why are you repeating something we talked about 10 minutes ago?
Me.
Yeah, but you're asking the same questions we already covered 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. You have no other news.
I didn't want you to bring up news.
Okay.
You came here yesterday. You didn't do anything at night. You said you had a meeting yesterday.
Yes.
What was that about?
I helped Annabelle with some stuff.
What stuff?
Like her Instagram and shit.
You helped her with her Instagram.
Yeah.
I think you're the one who needs help with Instagram from her. But okay, go on.
Why?
Well, what did you help with her Instagram?
I don't know, just some cool stuff that I showed her.
Hey, Olga, what is that? What did Olga say? Serbia gives vaccines to Macedonia. Serbia didn't give any vaccines to Greece, Olga. That's interesting that you said that, though. But no, Greece takes care of all of Greece, including Macedonia, Crete, Epirus, all of it. So, no, that didn't happen. Fake fucking news. Carry on.
Yes. Yeah, we had a little meeting, hung
Yeah.
out, talked about the show.
That wouldn't even make any sense, Olga. That's like saying the United States of America gave vaccines to Alberta. Doesn't make any sense. No.
Yeah.
Macedonia is the northmost province of Greece, Olga. And no, Serbia did not give vaccines to the northmost province of Greece. Yeah.
Not to be mistaken with that Fugazi country that recently came into...
She might be talking about Vardaska.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, block her.
Yeah.
Get over there and block Olga. Get out of here.
Okay.
I don't need that kind of shit. Sit down, Poseidon. Just sit down. He's all excited because he has nothing to talk about.
Talking shit about Greece, bro. Okay.
She is, yeah.
Yeah. What was I saying?
Nothing of interest. Nothing of importance. You were talking to us about setting up your girlfriend's Instagram account.
Oh, yeah. I was just helping her out. We were talking about the show. There's that.
But how does she not know how to set up an Instagram account? She already had an Instagram account.
No, like I gave her a few tricks for the Instagram descriptions and stuff.
I'm listening.
Like that.
What are the tricks?
Oh, okay. Like So like sometimes it's too obvious with what they do. You know what I
Right.
mean? So they'll get taken down by Instagram and shit like that.
So in description, local whore should not be there.
Basically.
You're like, this isn't gonna work.
And then just
What should I put? Sex magician.
Another thing. Wow, I came close.
What did you write?
I put elegant seducer.
Oh fuck, that's creepy.
Elegant seductress.
You know what? If that was a guy, that if you put that, elegant seducer,
No, but it's
that's
a woman, so
rapey.
it works.
Yeah.
So it works. It's a woman, you know. Helped her out with that, with her Instagram. There's another setting also that helps you on Instagram.
Okay, what is it?
It's like you go into the setting and you put like a lot of these broads I've noticed they don't get taken down because they put stuff like public figure.
Right.
You know what I mean?
She is in the public.
Yeah. You know. So helped her out with that.
What else? What else did you do for her? We're curious here. People are asking.
Oh, we just sat, chatted, and we ate.
Would you eat? Her? What'd you eat?
We ate burritos, bro. What is this line of questioning, bro?
It's not. You were. Let me ask you a question. Were you not at the studios yesterday here alone conducting business?
Yes.
Okay.
We were.
And it's not top secret business.
No, it's not.
So the people are just curious. They're like, we didn't see Poseidon yesterday.
Well, we were also talking about because I have a difficulty bringing on other. Well, her and I have another difficulty bringing on other escorts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You and your girlfriend are having trouble bringing other people into the bedroom.
Basically, if you want to say it like that.
That's exactly how it is. But go on.
This motherfucker. No. So like I'm talking about the show seriously.
Yeah.
We're having difficulty bringing in other people. So we spoke about that.
What would you decide?
Oh, I'm gonna address it on the show directly.
All right. Well, you know what? Because you're angering me, I'm gonna go on to bigger and better news.
Oh, okay.
Lady Gaga.
Oh, yes.
You guys know about Lady Gaga? She is a singer, a foot model, and a dog enthusiast. Apparently, Lady Gaga was away from home because she's conducting Lady Gaga-related business. And her dog walker was approached by a man in a ski mask, shot, and then her 3 French bulldogs were kidnapped. One of them, cleverly, like a cartoon, escaped. And that one is fine. But now they must track down the other 2. So Lady Gaga has posted a $500,000 USD reward for any information leading to the safe return of those 2 puppies. She has given no money yet for anybody figuring out, what happened to her shot employee. But the dogs are getting $500,000 reward if you can find them. Imagine that employee right now. Like, what about me? Like, it's the same person. Whoever stole them, shot them. It's the same thing. Just that no one's going to give a shit about you, but if we say it's for the dogs, we'll find them.
God damn.
So, yeah, I feel bad. If I had Lady Gaga money, I would put that money down to get my dog, if my dog was kidnapped. I get it.
Oh, yeah.
Dogs are awesome.
Yeah, 100%.
I get it. But who would do that? That's a weird crime. You shoot a dog walker and then still kidnap the dogs? That's like cartoon crimes. This is the kind of crimes that you see in Disney cartoons.
Yeah.
It's like Cruella de Vil type of shit.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah.
It's very strange. Also, Lady Gaga, if someone wanted to extort Lady Gaga, does she have kids? No.
Well, those 3 dogs are her kids.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, you know.
No, I know, but it's such a weird, like, it's just so, you shot a dog walker, so you're willing to shoot people, and you're stealing these dogs. Like, it's a weird connection of crimes. Like, if you're willing to go that far, why didn't you just break into the house and steal whatever you wanted?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I feel like it would have been less trouble.
A lot less trouble. The second you start murdering or kidnapping people or dogs or whatever, then everyone's on your ass. But if you just made away with valuables, nobody would give a fuck. They'd be like, all right, well, she lost that. She has insurance. Nobody died. No dogs were hurt. It's cool.
Yeah.
The second you hurt, it's the same thing that's why like criminals are like, yo, when they used to rob banks, they'll try your best. Don't shoot the security guard or don't shoot a cop. Because if you make away with money and nobody gets hurt, they're going to put some effort into it, but they won't go crazy. But if you kill one of their fucking members, if you kill another gang member, you kill one of these cops, they're going to fucking go crazy on you. So it's the same thing with this. Like, you're bringing in so much heat. Because now there's no winning. The only winning is if they give the dogs to someone, that person returns the dogs, they get the reward.
Yeah, but then wouldn't the person they give the dogs to be an accomplice?
Yeah, but Lady Gaga said no questions asked. They don't want to go to the police. You could go directly to her with the dogs.
Ah, yes, I see. And
She'll
she wouldn't
pay you.
press charges.
No, because she just wants her dogs back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is funny because, again, she's not demanding justice for the shot dog walker. Lesson here. Don't work for Lady Gaga. Because if you get shot, she does not give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny, though. But I feel bad. I want her to find those dogs.
Yeah.
Whether you like her as a person, whether you like her music, whether, I don't know, whatever maybe you don't like pop music, whatever your distaste of Lady Gaga is, this is wrong. All of it is wrong. The shooting and the kidnapping.
Yeah. But man, we're living in weird fucking times, bro.
Where we're shooting dog walkers.
Bro, what is, bro? The guy could have broken in, fucking made way with. I guarantee you, there's at least 2 objects worth $500,000 in her fucking household.
Also, how much do dog walkers make? Like, I don't think they get paid enough to get shot.
Probably in Hollywood or whatever the fuck.
It's not that much. I mean,
so.
yeah, they get better pay than if they were working at Chick-fil-A, obviously. But you're a fucking dog walker. How much do you think they're going to spend on you? So it's not like you're getting danger pay.
Yeah, of course not.
You're a fucking dog walker.
Yeah.
And on top of it, we're going to shoot you. You know how crazy that is? That's absurd. I wonder if there's any updates. I haven't seen anything this morning, so no one's come forward. Probably the people that stole them now are scared. Because now they're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Now they're probably going to kill the dogs and bury them so nobody finds them.
No.
Maybe they're fucking scared now if they get caught. It became too big. I feel terrible. I don't want it to happen. Lady Gaga's dogs were targeted by thieves last night. The thieves shot her dog walker and stole 2 out of the 3 French bulldogs.
They better not kill those fucking dogs.
Well, what's crazy is that their dog walker was shot. Yeah. So there's no update. So update? Oh, there's an update? No update. The Daily Beast. What a shitty fucking update. And the update is basically the original story. But they wrote update in big. Yeah. Because, like, fuck, people forgot about us. It's kind of like that idiot who posted. You remember there was no Jezebel articles talked about in a long time. So they posted that Chun-Li, why isn't Chun-Li in the new Mortal Kombat movie?
Who's Chun-Li again?
Chun-Li is a character from Street Fighter. She's the Asian girl.
Oh, yeah.
And,
that's retarded.
Yeah. And then and they're like, oh, it was just a troll. But the way it seems to me is like they said it was a troll later after they got, like, people were like, are you guys fucking stupid? So
Chun-Li's that mad thick one, right?
No, I mean, that's just a little Chinese girl that kicks everyone.
Yeah, well, those there was one that people keep sexualizing that has very thick legs.
But they sexualize everyone. She doesn't have very thick legs, Chun-Li. She has regular legs.
Oh,
but if they want to draw her, fans could draw you with a big caboose.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, if they draw Jesus with abs.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Wasn't that Korean Jesus in
Korean Jesus is jacked too, yeah.
in 21 Jump Street?
Korean Jesus is
fucking
very jacked.
Jacked, bro.
A lot of the different Jesuses are jacked.
Yeah.
Which I guess is cool. I mean, he was probably doing a lot of cardio. I don't fucking know.
All that walking.
Yeah. I'm still surprised. Like, I talk about it on stage, but just how when people argue about what Jesus looked like, there's all these dumb arguments. Like, Jesus was actually black. Yeah, that if Jesus was a historical figure, if it was really 100% he wasn't black, that would have been documented. And then they're like, he looked like these guys, and it shows, like, you know, like Arabs now. It's like, no, he wouldn't look like them either. He was Jewish. The closest thing he would probably look like is Larry David. We know this. We know this, but nobody wants to admit it. Nobody wants to put Larry David's face.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus' body.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. But nobody wants to fucking talk about that.
Speaking of Larry David, man, I gotta start watching Curb.
You never will. Someone's over. You want to go check the door and flip the fuck out because we're recording and get over there and be like, what? But be aggressive. Be like, what the fuck? We're in the middle of a recording. So we got Poseidon out here looking at the door. We keep getting disturbed. This is some crazy shit right now. Let's see what's going on. I hear him. All this is. I like the way he ended that. No, who was that? Can you explain? Because you sounded really pissed at the end. Who was that?
Let me ask you, did we ever tell the motherfuckers
Yeah.
that, okay, the people we signed the lease with,
Yeah.
did we ever tell them we sell
So what?
equipment, electronics out of this fucking place?
No, why would we sell electronics? What am
Okay, thank you, right?
Yeah.
Why the fuck? Somebody's trying to return giant speakers. Why the fuck would they ask if they can return them here?
Get the fuck out of here.
Bro.
Get the fuck out of here.
I was like, what the fuck? I was so confused. I was like, but like,
That's funny.
yeah, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
We're not a retailer. Return them.
bro.
You never bought them from us. What are you talking about?
Like, but you know what I should have done? I should have been like, yeah, your return is here. And then just fucking grab them, bro. Motherfuckers.
Wait, is that just a random person or somebody we know?
Random person and a person we know.
Oh, did you
But
flip?
like the person we know knows. You know what
But I heard how aggressively you said it, which made me laugh. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Because at first I was so confused, and then I got angry. I was like, wait a minute. You know what we do. You know what?
And what did he say?
Oh, he was like, oh.
That's fucking retarded.
Yeah.
I'm telling Spiro, that's going on the list.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's retarded.
Me, I also can't wait to cross paths again with the camera post guy.
Oh, I'm waiting. Hopefully today
Yeah,
shows
yeah,
up
yeah.
because I'm gonna call and make another complaint
I'm
because we
excited.
haven't received mail this week.
Yeah. I'm excited. Is it? It's
No,
bad.
you're not gonna do anything. Now I'm gonna handle it.
No, I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
But just the eye contact.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna make all the contact. I verbal. Don't worry, I'll make all the contact. Fucking cocksucker. Yeah,
Is it bad that I'm excited for that?
I like it. It's my weekly time to be a Karen. It's fun. Calling your manager bitch. It's a good time. That was a funny conversation. I can't believe they disturbed the recording. They know that we're recording.
Yeah.
In order to tell you, can we return What a psychotic thing to say. That's like me just grabbing something I bought from Best Buy and going to Foot Locker. And like, yo, can I return this game here? What the fuck? Why would that make sense in anybody's head?
Yeah.
And this isn't even a retailer. This is even crazier.
You know what though? I took a good look at the other guy.
Yeah?
I was trying to return speakers. It looked a bit like a sham.
Yeah, he was probably trying to get... you know what? They probably misused the word. What they were probably trying to say is, do you want to buy these speakers off me? That fell off the back of a truck type of thing. Do you want to buy these? That's what they probably... Because it doesn't make sense to return. They just didn't know what they were saying.
It's just they weren't expecting a fucking giant to walk.
No,
away?
it's just because they're like, oh, they deal in technology. They have microphones, this and that. They might be able to use these speakers.
Yeah, they look like some weird no name brand.
We don't need speakers here. Everything's in the... Why would we want external noise? You know what really works well for podcasts? Music
Club music in the background.
music that's played from another external source. That's what works well.
Oh shit! Oh my god, bro! Like I was just dragging the giant, and it was in a box. I was like, what the fuck? that woke me up actually. Bro.
But just because I was wondering, I go, what do you say? He goes, but what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? You know we record here. And then I was like, I wonder what the conversation, because that's the only part I heard at the end, because your voice raised. I was like, I wonder what they're talking about. That's funny.
Because I thought it was the knocking was loud. So
Yeah, the knocking was very loud.
Important. You know what I mean? So when I stepped out and I was confused, and I'm like, and then like it took time to sink in, type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, and then when it finally sank in, I was frustrated. I was
Yeah, it makes me angry. Like now you're just bothering us. Like at this point, this is a crazy request.
Yeah.
Next week, someone's gonna knock on the door. So you guys do haircuts? I need to trim my beard. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna get annoyed, bro. I'm gonna pull out a fucking, what do you call those?
Switchblades.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, bro, you do cut hair, bro. Come here. $50, bro. Like I'm a crap.
Now I wish I had one to the door because you handled it a bit too calm. I would have been like, get the fuck out of here, like I always do.
I'm very. I try to. I don't know, like.
Then again, one day, someone's gonna try to sue me or something for getting that fucking vulgar.
No,
Get
I
the
doubt it.
fuck out of here. Like remember the old guy in the building. Like
Yeah.
I went 0 to 800.
Oh my god, yeah, I was there. I was like,
The guy's body shook. I remember. He's like,
yeah,
he couldn't register how fast I was yelling at him.
yeah. But that guy, I've given him shit too. On numerous
I
times.
still give him shit.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
I try to be nice. Like 1 out of 3 times I'm nice to him, and then he forgets who I am and says something stupid, and I go crazy.
Yeah, you know what I did to him?
He's very racist, that guy. Eh? Remember when he was yelling at the black kid?
Oh yeah, I remember
He
that.
dropped an N-bomb.
Oh yes, yes. Oh
The
my
guy's
god.
like, I'm delivering mail. I remember that, yeah. It's a racist old man, yeah.
Me, I always try to keep my cool in situations like that because I know if I snap, it's gonna be like veins.
Yeah, you're not
popping
going
out
to
of
hit
the-
him. He's an old man.
No,
It's
but
fun
I
to
mean,
yell
like,
at
it's
him.
gonna look very bad on my end. You know what I mean? So I always try to keep my cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the way I fuck with him was last time. This was a while ago though. For the the whole parking situation in front of the building, I kept fucking with him. I'm like, oh yeah. Who
you gonna? The best is who you gonna call?
Yeah. Oh. You're the owner. You're the owner of the building. Like I keep fucking with him like that. And then he's like, no, you can't park. And I just closed the window on him. And
while he's talking,
it's just closing on him, bro. Just the funniest shit. And I just sit there staring at him.
I love the what are you gonna do? Yeah. What are you gonna do? Get out of here. It pisses people off so much, and then they're like, and they leave. Yeah. Like fuck, he's right.
But I have noticed this past year an increase in Karens.
I've noticed an increase in violence. People are getting because of Corona. Everyone's on edge. Like even now.
Yeah.
Like I think on regular terms we would have laughed it off.
Yeah.
But we're so angry with them. We're like, get the fuck out of here.
We're just so angry. Like I almost snapped at the Tim Hortons guy too. Also the other day.
But the Tim Hortons guy, that was weird.
That was weird.
He didn't want you smoking in your own car.
In my own car.
Yeah. He's just looking out for you,
bro. But like, I'll
sir, the last thing you need is an egg McMuffin and a cigarette.
But like, I don't know. It feels like people want to be. They've had it up until here, and they're just trying to. I don't know anymore, bro.
A lot of people are minding their business.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, now I'm looking. I gotta talk to Emil this week. Since there's all these orange zones and stuff slowly reopening, I'm gonna wait a week to see if this is just for the spring break that they're saying, the March break. If it lasts longer, we're gonna have to start booking dates. Because if shit's open, I'm gonna start going. I'm gonna go back on the road.
Back on the road, eh?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
No. I gotta get some practice. I haven't said my jokes since October, so I gotta rewrite shit, and I gotta practice saying them. I forgot a lot of my punchlines.
Yeah.
I forgot a lot of my jokes too.
Fuck yeah! It's been a minute that you've done this.
Yeah.
But I can't wait till the curfew's lifted. I can't wait, bro. I fucking hate this curfew. What is this?
Yeah, the curfew's completely fucked up. We need someone with money and a good lawyer to just fuck the government over.
Yeah.
Because I don't think, again, we had discussed this last time. There's a whole string of things that the government here didn't do properly. First of all, it's the only place right now in North America that has a curfew. But it's also they didn't do it properly. So yeah, they can. It's not binding. Like they could keep pushing it. They could keep giving you tickets or whatever. But I don't think it's worth more. I don't think they could create laws that supersede the like our Charter of Rights and Freedoms. I don't think they can actually do it. Just that if you keep agreeing to it, you're fucked. If everyone in society just says okay, it's okay, you're kind of fucked.
That's what's been happening in Quebec. But here, I don't know why people just fucking agree to that shit. I think also the fact that it's winter, people are kind of like, whatever. But I think once spring comes around,
people are gonna rebel.
People are gonna be like, nah, fuck this shit.
Yeah, give us all tickets, come.
Yeah,
that's what I think too.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have to take it out when the weather gets better, because or else they're gonna have civil unrest.
Yeah, because now people are thinking like, okay, if I do go out, it's
no, we're human beings though. We're human beings. Like we're like, just think about it for 1 second. Forget all your irrational fears. That you're a human being. If you want to be outside on your fucking balcony or walk around jogging at 7 p.m. or at fucking 9 p.m., you should be able to fucking do
100%, I agree.
You're a human fucking being.
Oh no, I'm just
like think about it for a second. I'm not telling you go out there, start blowing strangers, licking handrails, all that. But if you're an adult, you want to go to the fucking park, you want to walk, it's up to you. Go ahead and fucking do it. This is crazy.
No, but I'm just talking about the logic of people of why.
Most people are not for it. Most people are completely against it. There's the few that are dumb enough to think that the curfew somehow stops anything. So if you're in your house at 8 p.m., but you could be out at 7:50, that's safe. But at 8:05 you're out, it's dangerous. Those idiots, you can't get through them because they're imbeciles.
Yeah.
But everyone else knows, like, no, if you keep the same measures that you did in the day at night, it's the same fucking thing. Because if you, let's say, for example, if you work in the day and not at night and you want all your shopping at night, what does it change? If you cram it all in the fucking day and everyone's there together, it's more dangerous than you spreading it out. And then there's very few people in the stores at a time because they're open. It's complete lunacy.
Yeah, and actually, when this whole thing began, they had actually spoken about how the movement of people being less and less, and now they've done exactly the opposite. They've crammed everyone. Like
crammed. Yeah,
like the traffic is fucking ridiculous.
Traffic's fucked. Have you noticed it lately?
Bro, what is this?
Yeah,
I'm like, ugh.
Everywhere at different times. Like,
yeah, bro. Yeah. I was like, in weird times too,
because people are panicking. They're like, I have to go now because curfew's at 8. Everything's closing at 6 or 7, depending, because they have to get home. So, and I have work. So everyone's crammed. So they're again. Poseidon, this is it. This is where you go nuts if it's not important. Oh boy, who's visiting us? Poseidon, what's going on? Who is it? The random guy? What does he want?
Same guy, bro, with the speakers.
What does he want?
He kept he's asking, "Do you guys know the people over there in the corner?" I'm like, "No, bro, I don't fucking know them." But like, stop ringing the fucking doorbell, bro.
Yeah.
We're recording.
I heard you. Good. Proud of you.
He got nervous. He was like,
Good.
he actually got angry at me. But like, why are you getting angry at me?
Yeah, you're the one fucking disturbing us.
Yeah, and when I mentioned we have nothing to do with this.
Yeah. You want me to go? Is he still there?
No, it's okay. Leave him. He's gonna get scared.
Fucking retard.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he ranked twice this time.
Yeah, bro.
I like this Poseidon. No, I like you going. I heard you straight away. You opened the door. You're like, what the fuck? I like that.
I've had it
as soon as
until
I heard what the fuck, I made me happy.
Bro, I've had it until here.
Hmm.
I've had it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like my patience has been not really tested, but I mean, like, I'm tired of the bullshit.
Yeah. You're becoming like me.
Yeah. I
That's
am.
zero tolerance.
Yeah. I like it though.
It's a good.
I like.
Look,
Yeah.
there's a difference. People don't understand if they just come in halfway. They don't get it. You don't have to be aggressive for no reason.
Nah.
What I'm saying is when people step over the line,
No.
you don't have to take it.
No.
If someone's over the line, they're over the line. Like right now, bro, you're over the line. We have nothing to do with you. We told you we don't sell. We don't buy fucking speakers. We told you we're recording. Don't disturb. Why would you come 5 minutes later and fucking start ringing the doorbell again and expect not to be told to go fuck yourself?
No.
You get it? Because other people will be like, oh, okay, again, same mistake. Oh, I'm sorry. Get the fuck out of here. I already told you. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so I'm not in the wrong.
No, you're not in the wrong. Okay. Well, you're not in the wrong because if I had went the vocal pattern would have been way different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm happy too, but I could turn it off in a second.
Nah. Yeah. But me, that's one thing I always try to do is never yell. Because once you yell,
It's not yell. You see how I say it. It's very like straight. Like what the things I say, the tone I use.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know how you do that. You have an elevated tone of voice, but you're not yelling. You're loud, but you're not yelling. I don't know how you do that.
And also, I switch the eyes to make the eyebrows look aggressive. Like this. What the fuck? And then people are like, yo, holy shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't know how you do that, by the way, that raising the tone of voice.
I'm a psychopath.
Without yelling. Because if I raise my tone of voice, I lose control. I'm yelling.
Yeah. No, because I also like to communicate, so I like getting the point across. I just do it like in jabs. Like, what the fuck? No. And then they're hitting you hard, so you're like, oh, you know? That's what I throw them out there, like little lightning bolts.
Yeah, me, it was always 0 or 100. So it was always a conversation.
Yeah.
Or fucking.
No, but for stuff like
match.
this, if someone, it's kind of like if you have a salesman come in your house every day and you've told him not interested and he comes again and again, you have to at some point. You can't just be like, oh, all right, and be a pushover. You have to be like, didn't I fucking tell you? You know, you have to let them know.
Yeah, well, there's a rule for salesmen, that like an unspoken rule that they always had.
Somebody tells you to go fuck yourself?
No, you keep going until you're told to go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's why they only come once.
Yeah, so they had like other salesmen would talk about it, and like, and I remember when I had first started off in car sales too, and they go until they tell you to go fuck yourself, you keep calling back, trying to convince them. So that was the rule, the pushiness of salesmen.
Anyways, I don't want to give away too much, like address, all this and that, but you know how my building is.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody had brought a package. I think it's in telecom, but I have no proof it was in telecom or not because it was not for me, the package. But they knew it wasn't for me because when they knocked on the door and opened the door, the guy told me, he goes, I have this floor, and it was similar to mine, but it wasn't my part. It was a whole different floor. So then I'm like, yeah, and I show him, I go, that's clearly not mine. I go, you're aware that's not mine? He's like, yeah, I know, but because it's similar or whatever, I go, why don't you go to that guy's floor? Like, I don't know who the fuck this is. And he's like, no, but, you know, because I'm here, I came here, and I go, but you know it's not for me. So get the fuck out of here. I switched, because at the second I go, so you know it's not for me? He's like, yeah. I go, get the fuck out of here. He's like, holy shit. I go, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck do I have to do with any of this? Don't mix me up in your stupid mail fraud shit. You know? You're going to bring it to me, so what? Then I could go bring it to a guy I don't know. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and then you're responsible for something?
Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, bro. Yeah.
You're aware that you're on the wrong floor, so get the fuck out of here. Go do your job, dickhead.
But I don't understand the logic.
He probably realized that there was an extra zero. That there was 1 0 less when he got up, and then he's like, "Oh fuck it," and then he went to the most similar one. But he knew what he was doing because he told me that he's doing that. I go, "Are you aware that it's not mine?" And you're going back down anyway. You have to leave.
Yeah.
So why would I be responsible for someone else's package? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it's funny.
So weird.
Because you can hear my voice echo through the whole hallway. Get the fuck out of here.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But again, I would not be like that if he had told me like, "Oh shit, I made a mistake." Whatever, I'd help him. I'd even be like, "All right, I'll tell you where it is."
Yeah.
But just the fact that it's like, "No, I know it's not you." So why are you fucking disturbing me?
Oh, you know what the best is? Is those, those scams at the bank ATMs
Yeah.
that wait for you. You know which ones I'm talking
And they
about?
ask you for money.
No, and they tell you, "Can you deposit this into your?" Yeah.
That hasn't happened to me in years. What happened to me is they wait. I remember at TD on JT, the guy was waiting, and I even told him, I go, "Look," because normally I'll give people money, I'll get them food and stuff, but this guy was clearly fucking crack it. Like I knew he was a scammer. I told him, "This is the wrong place to wait." I go, because number one, no one's gonna have change because they're pulling out 20s. You know, they won't even, that TD wasn't even giving out 10s at the time, so they were giving you 20s, and also someone's gonna beat the shit out of you. Like I feel like hitting you right now because I know what you're trying to do. I was like, "Okay, my friend."
Yeah.
Like I don't like that shit.
I've had that. I've had people ask me twice the whole deposit this into your account and give me the money type of bullshit.
Yeah.
I think it's happened to me twice.
I told you when I was young, someone tried to do that to me on Wilderton. I remember I was coming back from the mall, and I was walking up towards Cut St. Catherine, and he was a tall guy too, and he stops me and goes, "Hey, let me talk to you." And I was like, maybe 12 or some shit. And this was the first time I ever heard of money orders. You ever heard of a money order? Like you could go to the post office and basically pay them, and it's like a check that anybody could cash, whoever's name is on it. It's kind of like if you don't have checks, you could go to the post office and do it. It was like a money, like you could pay them, and they create like almost like a traveler's check, and like they create a check for you that then you could go and cash in or whatever. So I didn't know what those were, but he was trying to explain to me. He goes, "This is this much. I don't know, $25, 200, whatever the fuck it was, but I can't do it. I don't have my ID, some shit like that. So can you give me like money, and I'll give you this check, and it's worth more than the money?" And I was like, "I'm not doing this." I even told him, I go, "I'm a kid. Like, if you can't cash this check, what the fuck makes you think I'm gonna get the fuck out of here?" Like, I was already like get the fuck out of here since I was since I go, if that's the problem, like, okay, so go get your fucking ID, And he's like, "Oh no, but I can't. I need the money." No. Like, okay, so go get your fucking ID, bro. If I needed something and I fucked up, I'll go back and get my ID.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. But from a kid, I was very suspicious.
Yeah.
Very, very suspicious. Yeah.
Me, I've only fallen for 2 scams in my life.
What are they? The only thing I've fallen for is that I know 100% that I've given like people money, like homeless people, that I know they were later. I'm like, fuck, they lied.
But that's not a scam.
They lied. There was a couple of them, but a lot of them, it's like it's honest.
Yeah.
But I know there's a couple of them. I'm like, I got scammed.
I don't see that as a scam. I just see that as like I already know what it's gonna go towards. But I'm like,
yeah,
like that's his only high in life. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't know. But
like you're not helping, but you're also, you know what I mean? You're not helping the situation, but also like even if you don't give, you're also not helping, because then if you don't give, he's gonna go steal.
I don't know. I don't know. What if he's gonna pull an Aladdin? Him and his monkey are gonna go steal shit. Street rats.
I don't know. They
Did you see the Aladdin live action movie?
No.
It's not good. It feels weird.
Yeah?
Yeah. Something weird about it. I saw it on a plane.
I don't know.
I was weirded out by it.
Was it Will Smith?
It was Will Smith, yeah, and it was just there's something weird about it. I think I didn't like the talking, like, because Will Smith was using a lot of modern urban vernacular, but it's supposed to be in the desert back then, so I think that was throwing me off.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fucking weird.
Took you out of the experience.
It took me out of the experience, and it was just, I don't know, some stuff, even though we have technology now, maybe it's the filmmakers, I don't know what it is, but some stuff doesn't, a lot of Disney stuff doesn't translate well. Like, I didn't watch the new Mulan, but I heard it was garbage. I don't know why. Some stuff just doesn't translate well from cartoon to... Like, it's very rare. Like, even... It's hard to do. It's not easy to do. Like, what Marvel did with all these movies, we don't give them enough respect. Because, like, it's superhero movies and that. You know how hard it is to make them compelling and, like, from cartoon shit.
Compelling, and they all tie in.
Forget the tie-in. That is just storytelling. But the fact that you can make them cartoon logic and you make it compelling and that, it's not easy to do. Look at Superman and Batman, all that shit. They were trash. And they had good source material. Look at like what is it, the Suicide Squad and all that. They were shit movies, you know. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to do at all.
Yeah.
Disney has all that money, all these good stories, and most of the shit that they turn from cartoon to live action is garbage. I even watched The Lion King, which I love the original Lion King, in live action, and it was weird.
You know why?
It was good graphics, like it looked good, the lines, everything, but there was something off about it. It didn't have the same life, the same heart. It wasn't there.
But also, I think as like I may be saying something stupid here. In cartoon, I feel like you can get away with some stuff, but like live action, you're expecting more of like a.
Well, no, because look at Marvel movies, dude. There's raccoons talking, raccoons with guns, different universes, people going big, small, people with spider powers, all that. It's you have to be talented enough to do it. Is what I'm saying. Like look at Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon, they gave the Batman versus the Justice League movie there. And apparently it was so shit, you know, the version that we saw, that everyone saw, that Christopher Nolan told Zack Snyder, don't watch it. Because Zack Snyder was the original director. You know, he had a vision, and then he had to leave because I think his daughter died. Something serious happened in his family. So he had to leave. So Joss Whedon came basically at the end. All he had to do was kind of continue what's going on, but he made it all goofy and weird, and he gave it a lighter tone. But it was so bad that Christopher Nolan saw it and he goes, yeah, don't watch it. He's like, what? Really? Yeah, they fucked up your movie. This is some trash. Jesus. So imagine, Joss Whedon was given everything. He's an experienced director.
Yeah.
And he still fucked it up. And it was a hyped. Same thing with the event. I noticed, like, I was watching the first Avengers and Age of Ultron. You could feel Whedon's influence over it. And even Age of Ultron, especially, I noticed a lot. I had watched like half of it recently, and I noticed the goofiness. Like, it's a big super villain, super intelligence in that, Ultron. And he's saying these goofy, weird lines that children would say. It doesn't fit. You know, like, and he was confused about stuff that advanced AI shouldn't be. You know, like weird shit was happening. He was making it too cartoony. And I was like, oh, you see, you could be given, and then the same characters, same type of story later on, like let's say the Russo brothers, what they did, and they're incredible movies on their own. Forget them being superhero movies. You know, they're it's captivating with crazy cartoon fucking stories. So you have to be really talented. All this to say, it's hard to do. Of course. Disney, even though they have all the, I guess they're not putting the right people in. That's why the new 101 Dalmatians movie, the Cruella de Vil movie that they're making, with who's that girl, the redhead? I like her, but I don't think it's gonna be that good. It looks like they're trying to directly translate it too much. You know. Anyways, that's just what I'm saying for the movies and shit.
No, I get it.
I don't know how wrong or right I am.
No, but I get it. It makes sense. But yeah, no, this is difficult. You gotta be fucking good at this.
You gotta be top notch.
No.
You gotta be a top notch fucking director.
No.
You can't half-ass that shit.
But this is shit that takes also years, like 20 years to perfect and shit. You know what I mean? Like we had spoken about it once. Like it's a craft, right? And I've been reading about it more. Like it's a craft that takes years and years to practice to perfect. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. It's but also not everyone can do it. It's just like comedy, right?
Yeah.
Not everyone can tell my type of jokes.
Yeah.
I can't tell fucking, I don't know, Jim Gaffigan jokes. Yeah. There's certain, you fall in your lane, you're very good at something. It doesn't mean you're going to be good at everything.
Yeah.
It's the same type of shit.
Yeah.
You today, what are you doing? I have a podcast at 2 with Earl Skakel. What are you doing?
I have to message. I think I have a Tinder date later at 5.
Yeah, you have to confirm it.
Yeah.
At 5, you're doing the date. There's a curfew at 8. Then again, they probably work.
I'm gonna go for coffee.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for coffee.
Yeah. You get time. 2 hours. Depends where they live, I guess, so they could go home.
Yeah, exactly.
Where does this guy live?
It's a girl.
Oh, fuck. You had me fooled.
Yeah.
Oh, you
had a lot of people fooled.
By the way, I gotta tell people. So I asked Poseidon to take inventory of because we ordered a huge shipment of new shirts and all that because we have winners of shirts, buyers of other shirts. We have all kinds of shit to do. And I asked you to send me the inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what a normal person would do is give me the direct inventory. We have this many of this size, a number. You sent me a photo that you took of a piece of paper that you wrote stuff, X'd certain stuff out, and then circled other numbers. Like instead of you just giving me directly, you gave me your draft copy, a photo of it, instead of just sending me directly the numbers. I saw this and I was like, this kid, this is absurd.
What's wrong with that?
Nobody does that. If I ask you, who would say that's insane? Why would you send me your notes? Just send me the numbers. I don't need to know what you because at first I was like, what is this? There's like this is Excel and there's 2 lines and then 1 line here and then a number there. I was like, am I gonna decipher his fucking code? Just send me Excel this, medium this. Why would you take a picture of your fucking notes? That's crazy. That's psycho person shit. Who does that?
Well, because I circled the numbers.
Do you know how crazy that note was when I saw it? I was like, who sends this? Like, that's so fucked up. And why would you take the time to do that? Just write them down. Just text it. You could have just texted me the digit, bam, 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 on each shirt. It would take you, 30 seconds to send that text message. As opposed to me deciphering your fucking I was like, what is he doing? What, you didn't notice that it was a weird thing to do?
No, I just thought, oh, this is the pop.
That's not the inventory. That's your notes getting to the inventory. You showed me your calculations. I don't fucking... It was just a confusing mess of numbers, lines, everyone like, what is this?
Now that you tell me, I'm thinking back at it, and it is a little weird, but I don't know. I just
like if you go to the bank and you ask for your balance, and instead of them giving you your balance, say checking balance, they give you random numbers, arrows, lines, and you're like, yeah, decipher this. Are you gonna be like, thank you, that's normal? You're like, no, just tell me the balance. I don't need to know everything that happened today. Yeah, exactly. And Olga just wrote, then I would have to copy it from the photo. Which I can't copy. I would have to, like, you get it?
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's a photo, and then I would basically have to remember, go into another app, write it, remember, go back, what's this, remember, go. Like, it's such a stupid thing to do.
My apologies.
You don't have to apologize. I'm just saying, like, I'm just curious to know if you knew how retarded that was of a move.
No, I didn't pay attention to it, to be honest.
That's crazy, bro. You want me to take you seriously, but I can't take you seriously when you do shit like that. That's crazy. That's crazy shit. Next thing you're gonna draw me, you're gonna send me popsicle sticks. The red ones mean medium. Why? Just tell me the number. Just tell me. Why were we deciphering things? This isn't ancient Egypt. I don't need hieroglyphs. Just tell me how many of each shirt we have, how many we need.
Yeah.
So I ended up just ordering max for every size.
Oh, okay.
This girl yesterday, it's like $1,500.
Oh shit.
It's a lot. It's over 100 shirts.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah. But then everybody's gonna get them. Now we have some left. I have to send some patrons that won, and then the audition tapes, the guys who won, we have to send them. I don't know if they're gonna. It depends on their sizes, whether they're gonna be in this shipment or when the big one comes in. And where the fuck are we gonna put all these shirts?
We have space.
Where? Oh, you mean like out in the recording studio? Yeah, I don't like leaving stuff out. It's gonna become a mess.
Oh no, don't worry. I'll figure it out.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it look nice.
You can just put a box in the middle and put a note on it that says, "This is not a box."
I'm gonna take a John Cena cutout and put it over the box.
You know what you do? The box, we make it that it's all camel. You could see that box?
Or we can paint it black.
Oh, and put it right in front of the black wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could work too. It's an optical illusion, bro. No, we'll fit it in the other closet, I guess. We'll put it in the back. We'll open one of the other boxes and put other stuff inside.
Yeah.
We could make it work, I think, in that closet.
Well, like over there behind everything where.
No, because again, this is the arguments I always have with you. You're a fan of clutter. I hate clutter.
Well, no, I'm not really a fan of clutter.
You're a fan of clutter. You always clutter. You're a big clutter guy. You know, me, I don't like clutter. I like it clean. I like minimalist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't like hoarding.
I don't like hoarding either.
You do it. You like, okay, I have it to have it. Just put it somewhere. Me, if it doesn't fit, I'd rather get rid of it completely.
No.
Like, I'd rather not, because something collecting dust in the corner doesn't have any value.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't like because you have the same mentality when we structure stuff around here. It's just force it to fit. You're like, I'll make it fit type of thing. Like but I hate that shit. That's why I'm saying I'll have to remove other stuff in the other closet and put it in there because I don't want to clutter everything. I like the way it's free now. Even in the middle. Remember when I moved shit from when we had this thing? Because it was always in the fucking middle.
Yeah.
So we weren't recording, so I moved to the side. It's the same thing. I don't like clutter or mess. I like things clean.
I agree. But
You should. That's what the fucking your boy Peterson said too.
Yeah, remove clutter. Yeah, he does say that thing also.
I notice it in myself. I notice it when I clear my desk or anything like that. I become more productive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta start. I gotta clean my apartment this week.
I remember I won an award once when I was working in app development. They were giving yearly awards, and I won an award for the fucking craziest, most cluttered desk.
Really?
Yeah, my desk looked like a scientist's desk, like a
Jesus.
mad scientist. Yeah. And like, how the fuck do you know what's going on? Like, I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like everything, it was just
There's a method to my
crazy.
madness.
There's a method to my madness. But then
Yeah.
I realized that was fucking with me too. I became way more productive when I didn't have anything. When I, just basic stuff. And like either you do it right away or don't. You know what I mean? Like I did things differently. Instead of having 15 notebooks, I would have one notebook. Like little things, to minimalize.
Yeah.
I was better. But I remember that I got that award. It made me laugh. It was just everywhere, bro. All kinds of shit. Like
Usually my shit is organized. Like there's no like in my bedroom. There's no clutter. You know what I mean? Except
your
for,
bedroom, there's no doors.
What do you mean? Of course there is.
Go on.
But apart from some clothes here and there that I usually pick up, there's not that much clutter. Most of the clutter is living room and my desk, my apartment.
Again, that's why I'm saying, man, don't.
The coffee table and my desk. That's it.
Yeah. Because what happens is you get used to it, and then it gets more cluttered, more cluttered, and then by the time you're like, all right, now the table wins. You own the apartment.
The house wins.
Yeah, you own the apartment now. It's not me anymore.
Oh shit.
But, speaking of house, so Phil's gonna be looking for a house.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but it does suck at that he wants to stay in the city, and the way the numbers are, it's not permitting him.
I don't know. I can't really comment on the situation. I haven't really been house shopping.
That's true. I've been looking at the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about a potential. Everything tanked this week, by the way.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Biden's a good president. Everyone's losing money. So everything tanked, especially tech, future tech, all that, eating dicks.
Really?
Yeah. But then again, all my future tech shit that I'm in for the long run anyway. I wasn't in to make money tomorrow. But AMC, as we speak, right now stands at $7.93 a share. I was reading up on something yesterday because today's the last day, I think, where they have all these shorts on it. Mm-hmm. If it could survive and stay above 850, Monday, Tuesday, there's a potential for something called a gamma squeeze, which is what happened to GameStop, where it skyrocketed. So if it closes the day over 850 and the higher it closes, the bigger the odds are of that happening Monday, Tuesday.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so that would be kind of funny.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I'm watching it now, but it's down from the morning. It was at 8 something, so it's not. So the hedge fund guys are trying their best to keep it down. Like, fuck it, we're not paying out again. We're not paying. They're trying their best. But if people keep putting money into it and pumping it up, they might get fucked on Monday, Tuesday.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I hope it goes past 850 then.
Yeah, me too. I hope it stays up.
Yeah.
But I have no clue. Let's see. If it collapses even more, they stop printed money like crazy. Now we will suffer the consequences. Yeah, we're about to suffer because whatever happens in the stock market then is reflected in society, right? So people are going to lose a lot of fucking money. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop here in terms of real estate. Because real estate this whole year, even though this pandemic, whatever, here in Montreal, had this high.
No.
At some point you have to come back down to reality.
Yeah.
That's going to hit some people hard. Because the people who's going to really hit hard, the people that are overpaid. Let's say right now you paid $650 for something that in 2 years, normally real estate keeps going up for years in Montreal. So you're like, all right, $650 now, but in a couple of years it might be $8, $750, $9, who the fuck knows, depending on the location. So now if you paid $650 and next year it turns into $575, $6, you're fucked. That's also when that happens. That's also when people lose their mortgages, because a lot of times the banks, they panic and they go, because now your mortgage, basically what we're giving you, the collateral we have is not worth it for us anymore. You owe more than the house is worth. And then that's what happened in the States in 2008. And then they wanted to go collect. They're like, well, we have to refine, we have to figure out something, because now you owe us more money than your house is worth. So the collateral you put up is meaningless to us, because if you walk out, normally we have the house, we could make our money back. Now we can't. Now even with the house, we're fucked.
Oh shit.
So that's what happens if they go down too fast.
Do you think we're gonna get another heavy economic crash, bro?
That's what they're saying, but here's the weird thing. They're saying that now, which makes me hope that there won't be one, because normally these things happen as a surprise. people don't anticipate it. Not in the mainstream, at least. There's 1-2 people, ringing the bell. And normally it just happens. The crash happens and everyone... Now, maybe it's because we're just more paranoid. People have been talking about a stock market crash for the past couple of months. I've been hearing it almost daily. And I was already told before that all these stocks, even stuff that I put in, like Palantir, all that should be big in 5 years, are going to take another 10% adjustment. Like and Palantir dropped by half this week.
Oh, shit.
So yeah. But I went in at the half. I didn't go in when it was there last week. But all these future tech stocks that should be worth more because it's our future, it's the technology stocks, they're tanking. But even gold and silver are being held down.
Yeah. I'm going to admit, though,
Yeah.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on in all this. Like, I don't understand any of it. I'll admit it.
Like what part?
Just like how it works. I get how it works. Like, because it's like stock, right? Because I went to marketing also, so I have a base understanding of how it works. But I don't know what the fuck is going on, of why they're tanking, why some are going up, and
Well, a lot of it is also manipulation. So gold and silver, because of interest rates, are being held lower than what their actual value should be right now.
No.
But that fucks up everything. Because let's say gold and silver is not just a gold and you're not just like gold and silver is not. There's not one gold stock and a silver stock, right? There's the gold or silver, let's say, index, but then there's all these mining companies. So a company that mines gold, a company and there's a lot of them, right? And their values are different depending on output, performance, all that stuff. So it's a huge thing. So technically, the miners, percentage-wise, when gold itself shoots up, the miners should shoot up even more percentage-wise.
Oh, shit.
You get it? Because now the thing that they have that they've been making money off is worth more.
Yeah.
So if they've already been managing to make profits at this level, imagine if they're charging double or triple. So everything goes up. But everything's being held down now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything is... and people are getting scared. People are getting very nervous. Yeah.
I saw a video the other day related to gold. It showed the amount of gold in tons that each country has. Bro, some of these countries have a crazy amount of gold. Supposedly, on paper. How many tons?
Well, gold and silver, silver especially, has practical uses too right now in technology. So it should be worth more. But they've been saying that for a while, that it should jump up. But I think hopefully, if the Western world survives and we get past this little issue now that we have, let's say with Biden and, people not knowing what they're doing is the most dangerous thing.
Yeah.
And if they're going to raise interest rates or not, because if they raise interest rates in the States, if it's beneficial for you to save your money, people will save more. If the interest rates are lower and you're not sure where to put your money, normally people put them in gold and stuff. It's all an ecosystem that affects each other. You know what I mean? Because you have the money, you're going to spend it somewhere. You're going to put it somewhere.
Yeah.
The question is where you're going to direct that money. That's like when the housing market's going up, people that have money, they put it in real estate. Gold was always a safe place to put it because even when it goes down, it'll eventually go back up. So if you want it long term, and especially if interest rates, they're not giving you good interest rates at the bank, you'll put in gold. You'll make more at the end of the year than you would in a savings account. So stuff like that. But now they're just looking to see if they can avoid a crash. Because Biden has to make a decision.
He can't decide which socks to put on, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because what happened is they stopped because they were printing money like crazy. I don't think it was all going to the right place. But that's to each his own. So now there's no more. They're like, okay, let's slow down a bit. That's what's hurting it. People are nervous. They don't know. They're like, well, what do we do? We were expecting the post-COVID basically things to go back to normal. Yeah. So the economy was going to start running again. So businesses that did not make money this year because everything was closed, cruise lines, all that stuff, they were going to go back into business, movie theaters. But now this is being extended. There's different stuff, vaccine, passport, all that shit. So people are getting nervous. Wait, if that doesn't open, the industries that we just dumped all this money in, they're going to tank again. So we're losing there's all kinds of reasons. There's all kinds of... Yeah,
it's a clusterfuck, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people lost money this week. Anyways, go put the plugs on. Let's plug this.
What time is it?
Let's plug this shit.
Oh, shit.
I like our little Friday powwows at the end of the morning show. I have that little hour to just hang. Yeah, put them headphones on, girl. Poseidon, where are they going to catch you? Online.
The Poseidon69, Instagram and Twitter. I'm always up to no good, you know me. Twitch.tv/ThePoseidon69. I'm live streaming on Twitch. scream at other people's children.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that your latest Call of Duty update is over 100 gigs again.
No, this one was small actually, 17 gigs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what they were talking about online. That's another 100 gigs. It might be another game.
Oh, they might have added another update.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
And they said apparently PS4 owners are losing their shit.
Really?
Yeah, well, it's like 200 gigs. Like, you have to just delete everything.
Well, I have a
External drive.
Yeah, so I don't really...
Still annoying.
Yeah, I know.
Anywho, head over to polysleep.ca. Links in the description. Polysleep proudly sponsored this podcast. Polysleep offers you luxurious mattresses and pillows. Polysleep also has that antimicrobial foam because you are, in fact, dirty bastards. Pantelis25 is the promo code. 25% off site-wide, anything you want. I ordered a mattress. He's getting some pillows. We're taking advantage of our goddamn offer code.
They're actually coming in today.
They're coming in today?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
fuck.
one of them, sorry.
Oh, my mattress is going to take a minute. I think my mattress is coming in next week. Okay. Well, good. At least they're quick. Goddamn, that's pretty fast. So, polysleep.ca. Check them out. They're local companies. Support local. We're a local company. Poseidon, did you know this?
Yes, we are.
This is a local company.
Yeah,
We're all
right,
local. We don't deal with these foreigners. New track that dropped. Well, we haven't put it up yet, but it's the new Null intro for you and Guido. I don't know where I'm going to use it yet, but Orchid made that for us. So show them thanks. Subscribe to their fucking channel.
Yes.
Orchid, you already know we love them. We had Justin Vin on the Pantelis podcast. Check that episode out. Links are in that podcast description. Follow their YouTube channel. Subscribe to their Spotify because they're going to drop a new album soon too. They're working on it. Phil, you saw him earlier. Phil has a podcast coming up at the end of this week. Sunday night, 8 p.m. Phil My Hole comes out on his channel. As soon as curfew hits, Phil's dropping another podcast. George's podcast, Just Us Dads, a podcast by moms for dads, comes out today at noon, right now, in a couple of minutes, here on the YouTubes and wherever the hell you get your podcast. There's a new episode, Just Us Dads, where they talk about daddy-related issues, and Phil is the special guest because he's a goddamn daddy. The Poseidon69, PantelisComedy.com for all of my stuff, and Patreon.com/Pantelis for our Patreon. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. on the Patreon, you get In Bed with Poseidon. Poseidon and Annabelle are back for another episode of their hit weekend series. And then at 6 p.m., we're watching movies on the Patreon Discord channels. That's Patreon.com/Pantelis. Sign up. Make sure your Discord is synced to have access to the movie night channel. We're watching Mallrats tomorrow for the first time. Poseidon's never watched Mallrats. Tomorrow, 6 p.m., Patreon.com/Pantelis. Thank you, guys.